one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Beaverstream, welcome back to the Titty Stream. I am your delicious hostess with a slightly salty aftertaste, Chip Wiseman, and I am joined with everyone's favourite cat, Josie.
I am a cat.
Yeah. And we are going to be playing a bit more of that there, Ratchet and Clank 3. How's everybody doing today?
Okay, so Spidey's not gonna join then?
No. He's busy with whatever.
He's busy being made out of pudding.
Yeah.
Somehow. Everybody in the world is made out of pudding.
Yep. So yeah, I think today we'll probably get done with this challenge in the arena. If I can get the Rift Inducer, then I'll do that one as well.
Yep.
And I think that should be all the challenges.
So,
before moving on to like the story.
Have you seen the new Crash Bandicoot character?
Oh yes, I have. She looks wonderful.
Apparently, it's an old character, but she's been redesigned.
Yeah, it's Torna, the girlfriend character from the first game.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, she only appears in the first game as far as I know, and only as like a background character.
Well, now she's appearing in this new game, and she's been totally redesigned.
Yep, and she looks cool.
Yep. She looks like every character from Fortnite had a baby with a bandicoot. Whatever the hell.
You know, not wrong.
Not
wrong.
Yeah. Every character from Fortnite had sex with a badger. And now it's in Crash Bandicoot, and she's great.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Yep. Her tits are smaller, but they move the tit energy to the butt energy, so she's got them hips. She's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tits is good, but everyone's got the tits. Sometimes you gotta boobs. I mean butts. Boobs and butts. Sometimes you gotta have the... Well, the hell do you pronounce that? Sorry.
Yes.
Audience, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm always doing that in the background. And someone just played a card. The person I'm playing just played a card called Ignoble Knight Black Landsalad. Landsalad.
Landsalad?
Yeah, land salad.
Okay.
I assume it's like an actual guy's name, or like a landmark or something. These cards are based on the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's probably a guy's name.
Landsalad. It's this person's turn now, so they're gonna be fucking playing solitaire with themselves for a while, because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is now. So, next. So I'm just gonna go look it up. This is why it's called this. Oh! I mean, I guess I was right. Apparently, it's the localization of Lancelot.
Ah. Why couldn't they just say Lancelot?
I don't know.
I don't think that's trademarked or anything.
I don't think you can trademark like the name of a guy.
Yeah, no.
Landsalad. Laundsalyn.
Yes.
Why is it dark? Why is it dark? Why is this monster dark? Why is this dark? Is Lancelot evil?
He's kind of a dick, I guess.
I guess.
I don't think he's evil. But then, you know, I'm not super familiar with Arthurian mythology.
According to Konami, he's evil, so...
Okay.
They're the authority on this matter. Yes. It's on the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki, the only source that can be trusted for all information.
Yep.
What's the first non-Marvel DC movie you guys are gonna see next year?
Movies.
I haven't gone to a movie theater to see a movie since 2015.
I don't even know what movies are coming out.
Okay, so you know all the movies you were excited to see this year?
No, not really.
Okay, well, they're coming out next year.
Okay.
The Rock has finally stopped fucking around and shown off what he's gonna look like in whatever the fuck movie he's making.
Cool.
It's apparent, so he's playing Black Adam, a Shazam, Captain Marvel DC villain. DC's Captain Marvel villain.
Oh, that Captain Marvel.
It's confusing.
Not the other one.
It's confusing. I promise you, the only reason DC was going all dark and gritty and bullshit for the last decade or so, probably more, I don't know, I'm not good at time. The only reason they made a new movie out of Shazam, Captain Marvel, whatever the fuck they want to call him this week, was because Marvel was making their Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And then they ended up coming out the same year.
Yep, they ended up coming out the same year. I was gonna do a thing where when I tweeted that I was gonna watch Captain Marvel because apparently everyone hated this movie and I want attention. I was gonna pretend that I was watching the one that's not called Captain Marvel, but I was actually gonna watch both of them. But instead, I only watched one.
Oh.
So I fucked up everything. Everything's fucked.
Just like in real life.
Everything is fucked in real life. Yep. The straight people set California on fire.
Oh yeah, that happened, didn't
reveal
it?
Party.
Which is still a weird thing. I'm not used to this concept.
Okay, so basically, conservatives don't like trans people or having to acknowledge that trans people exist. So to own the libs, they decided to start throwing parties entirely devoted to their unborn babies' genitals.
Okay, so from what I heard, I did some very, very cursory research, like not going into much detail at all, but it seemed to have actually, like, been started by someone whose kid ended up trans, and they're like, oh god, what have I done?
Yep. I imagine most of the people who grew up with this being their origin story are going to end up trans. I imagine the offsprings of the three pairs of parents who set California on fire. There have been 3 wildfires over the years, started by gender reveal parties. I imagine all 3 of them are going to just identify as just straight up non-binary. It's like, one day it's just gonna click to them like, oh yeah, my parents burned down fucking California in ritual sacrifice to my balls. I don't like
gender.
Yeah,
Die.
my gender blew up California. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. And more power to them.
Yep. Well, they're not technically born yet, so don't think them and don't literally don't count your chickens until they hatch. That's what they do.
I guess it is, yeah.
I guess so. Yep. Yep. The world.
The world.
The world.
Yeah. Oops.
Penguins. 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 Everybody in the world is a penguin. Except for squirrels.
I see. Oh boy, I am running out of ammo on all these weapons.
So Jesse says California is so messed up, it sounds like it would be its own country. California has tried to secede from the Union a couple times. I think it would kind of fuck things up if it was though, so I don't know. Texas has also tried to secede a couple times. Florida can leave. Just Florida. Oh, you know what? This probably is the three worst states. Florida, Texas, California. I'm glad California hadn't seceded from the Union while I was living there, because then I'd never be able to leave. Luckily, I've never been to Texas. So yes, I have. I've been to Texas. My parents dragged me to a family reunion once, and we flew to Louisiana. So technically, I have been to Texas, but we never left the airport.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about Louisiana other than I didn't like it. It's very swampy. Okay, so this is Vahkiti using superheroes.
Soup.
This should just be this would just be a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype entirely based around soup.
I mean, for all we know, in the Capsule Monsters series, there might be a monster based on a can of beans. So, you know.
I mean, probably.
I love that line where, for context viewers, we're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters for the next episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. And there's this part where Yugi's grandpa just like hands Yugi a can of beans, and he's like, "Can of beans? Don't mind if I do."
Yep. And he just straight up, he just eats the can.
He just eats the beans, yeah.
Yep. No, he eats the can with his mouth.
Yes.
He's like, yum yum, I needed more iron in my life.
Do beans even have much iron in them? Is that like their thing?
No, he takes the can.
Oh, the can. I'm stupid.
I was making a joke. I haven't actually gotten to that yet. I have engaged very little with Capsule Monsters. I have seen most of it, I think. But I haven't actually...
It's like a...
It's
a weird show.
I haven't actually watched it until VR.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just realized that everything I have done in my starting move right now has been a bad idea. So my opponent is probably very confused. They summon a really big monster with 2,800 attack points. I had in my hand two monsters that could be summoned at the same time, and didn't have enough attack points. And then it turned out that I accidentally was playing smart the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, that's how Yugi does it, so you know.
No, apparently Yugi plays smart on purpose. Just
I don't
doesn't
know.
make any sense. So what happened was, neither of the monsters I summoned had enough attack points to win. But I apparently forgot that if one of those monsters gets sent to the graveyard and then removed from the graveyard from play, because they didn't call it banished it back then, but if basically I could destroy my opponent's monster with its effect, so actually attacking into a big monster I couldn't destroy was a strategic move. I accidentally smart lead.
Yay!
Great! I accidentally smart lead.
Yay!
It's very good to be cow. Except cat.
Yes.
Okay, what the fuck did I just break? It's a guy with a frisbee on his back. Cats don't wear frisbees.
Oh, there's a wrench here.
Chip.
A wrench just got stuck in the air.
His name. We should change his name to Wrench and Clay.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's a Ratchet. Like, it's what he's named after.
I'm living somewhere
But
else.
you know, it lives in the air now. That's where it is.
I was looking at the wrench, so now I'm looking at the chat. All right, let's see. Immortal Z-Man's living in Europe. Josie, Artaka is living somewhere other than Europe. Jesse is confused that Yu-Gi-Oh is still popular.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
they're still selling the cards.
they're still selling cards. They're still making animes. Now, let's see then. Gatchaman, if we could date a celebrity, who would it be?
You, viewer.
A sugar daddy with a trans fetish who would buy me all my surgeries that I need. Gotta think strategically.
Yeah.
Celebrities don't have emotion, don't have feelings, so fuck it. Yep. Once you have a certain amount of money in your life, you just lose all human emotion, all human feeling emotions.
Yeah.
So,
I believe it.
So if I were to date a celebrity, he would basically not go. It would not be a fulfilling relationship unless they bought me tits. That'd be cool. Now the real question is, what celebrity do you think has the strongest fetish for trans people and the strongest tendency to spend money on their romantic partners? I want to say Nicolas Cage for some reason. I know he's very bad with his money, so he would definitely be good on that front. I don't know if he'd be all horns up for me. We need both, or it won't work.
Yeah.
You have a purple laser whip.
Yeah. It's the upgraded quantum whip or whatever. It's cool.
Yeah,
I keep walking into things that hurt me.
Me too. Walking into things that hurts me is my entire strategy when playing card games. It's all I'm good at. It's all I'm good at.
Oh boy, this challenge goes on for a long time. I'm at round 85 out of 100.
That thing I said was funny, so I'm gonna tweet it with the link to the stream. Sometimes I do tweet our quotes with our stream. It does not help. It does not help.
Oh.
If you could date a celebrity who would be. Actually, wait, what was the exact words? Oh, wow, I apparently I am better at remembering words and what order they go in than I thought I was. This is good.
Get ready for the switch! Now, switch weapons! Get ready for the switch!
Oh, I got a floating wrench again. I wonder why it does that sometimes. Maybe it's like when you got the wrench power up and then it goes to a switch and round weapons round. It like doesn't know what to do. Yeah, because now I picked up the wrench power up again and it's gone, so maybe that's it.
Celebrities. Now, is this going to make some of my friends mad?
Oh no, I died.
Because sometimes I say things on these streams, and then I realize that if my friends actually knew I talked like this, they would be upset.
No, all sounds pretty above board to me.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna tweet it then.
Mr. Otaka says, I just had a thought that Hollywood, but it's Organization 13. What?
Organization 13, I think.
I mean, that's the Kingdom Hearts. Xehanorts.
Oh yeah, the bad guys. I was getting it confused with that show Warehouse 13, which was basically what if the SCP Foundation of Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Hollywood probably really wants to make an adaptation of the SCP Foundation, but they're legally not allowed to unless that dickhead in Russia gets his way.
I see.
Anyway, I tweeted it. If you could date a celebrity, who would it be? A sugar daddy with a fetish for trans people who would buy me all the surgeries I need. Gotta think strategically. Celebrities aren't people.
Let's see. Josie Man, what cancelled movie/video game do you wish hadn't been cancelled?
The Bionicles.
Well, yeah, the Bionicles. Multiple Bionicles. Other than that, the sequel to I, Ninja. That only got cancelled because the studio shut down. But, you know, I like the first I, Ninja.
Okay, but...
And the sequel looked neat.
Okay, now, I heard all of that, but what about Bionicle stuff?
Oh, definitely Bionicles. Lots of Bionicles.
Yes.
Alright, time to play the third Captain Quark vidcomic.
6 days, Captain Quark clung to
Yeah.
the ship like the dung of a giant green space.
Oh fuck, Silent Hills, that's a
ship
good one.
arrived at its destination.
True.
Planet Magmos, drawing on his mastery.
Konami gets along better with Kojima now, supposedly.
Undetected.
So maybe we'll see it again.
Quark's plan
Or not,
was
or who the
flawless.
fuck cares anymore.
Unbeknownst to our
Video
hero,
games are a
his
mess.
every move was being watched.
Yeah, they are.
I'm playing a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game where you have to grind endlessly
Certain field, sir.
just to buy all the packs in one
Shall I
box.
have him annihilated then?
Remember last week when Ubisoft made a game with Black Lives Matter as the bad guys?
Apparently, that symbol has been used for black protests for decades, but Ubisoft was all like, "Oh, we didn't know that it wasn't a thing when we started."
Yeah, no. No.
It wasn't a thing when we started. Did you start making this game for mobile phones in the 60s? Because that's the only way that excuse would make any sense.
Yeah, it's yeah.
That's fucking... It's bad. Why are they like this?
They just can't let us have nice things.
Why is video games bad? Stop it. You stop that, video games. Go directly to jail.
Press circle to fire my blaster.
Go directly to jail. Z-Man asks, have you played any of the Infamous games? I'm fairly certain that I own an Infamous game on my PS3 that might be lost forever because it's a digital copy.
Oh, you know what? Same, actually.
I don't have the console on me. That entire sentence, that entire statement, same.
Yeah, I think I got like a thing with PlayStation Plus, like a infamous one of them.
I think what happened was they were giving it away before PlayStation Plus, and then they were gone. It's not good enough.
Ah, I see.
See, I haven't been playing video games yet. I haven't had my PS3 in a while, so I don't remember when I got it.
Get back up on this platform.
But it was definitely before last Tuesday, when the universe started.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
You heard that conspiracy theory? The whole universe started last Thursday, and everything we thought, everything about history was just began at that time. It's basically.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's like how in a movie there's all this lore and backstory that doesn't really exist because this is the first movie.
Yeah.
You know, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
They filled it all in the app later.
They sure did.
They sure did badly. Fill it in later. I saw on Twitter that somebody thought that Ahsoka was probably definitely going to call Baby Yoda in the Mandalorian because she's going to be in the Mandalorian, and she's the kind of person who would see a Baby Yoda and think, "Oh, Baby Yoda,"
Yeah.
and that's going to be very amusing. Because why the hell wouldn't someone who knows Yoda call it a Baby Yoda? He's basically the only guy who's him.
I mean, I guess there's Yaddle.
Yeah, there's 2 Jedis that are that. There's 2 of them. No one gives a crap about Yaddle, so Ahsoka's only frame of reference for little gremlin-looking guys is fucking Yoda. So she'd be all like, "Oh, a Baby Yoda."
Hey, you may not give a shit about Yaddle, but Yaddle's playable in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, so...
Say what now?
Someone. Yaddle is playable in LEGO Star Wars.
What?
The new one.
What?
Yes. That's one of the big things in the latest trailer, like they just show it, she's just there.
What?
You could be the Yoda girl with the hair.
Mr. Fuzel's 9th grade biology class.
Oh, my God.
Always hated biology.
Why?
Right, you were that freak with the headgear.
Yeah.
Remember how you used to clean the chalkboard with your pants while you were still wearing them? Oh, good times.
You were 3 times my size, you stupid ass.
It's like Yoda with Qui-Gon's hair photoshopped on. That's all Yaddle is.
Yeah.
I mean, for a game like LEGO Star Wars, that's perfect.
I think it's safe to say we've seen the last
Yep.
of Dr. Nefarious. Time to celebrate another job well done.
I'm trying to find
The danger was far from over.
verifiable screenshots or something.
Had created another,
Because I believe you.
more terrifying evil.
But the screenshot I found just looks fake. But honestly, the real thing probably doesn't look much better than this. Okay, this one's from August. So this is probably, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's real.
I cannot fucking... Okay, no, they did touch up the face a little. So that
Teeny bit, yeah.
it looks a tiny bit different from regular Yoda, but it still does look like they badly pasted Qui-Gon Jinn's hair onto the Yoda head. Or maybe more of one of the other hairs. It doesn't look good. But then again, Yoda's not supposed to look good. He's supposed to be ugly. He's supposed to be all gross and goblin. Because he's Yoda.
He goblin.
And then apparently he's really cute when he's a baby.
Well, he's a 50-year-old baby.
Yeah, so this Kotaku article, it has the headline is my favorite thing about this. Finally, you cowards put Yaddle in a Star Wars game. I guess that means that this is the first Star Wars game in general that Yaddle is in.
I mean, what other Star Wars game is going to put Yaddle in it?
Dear God, you're right. Well, apparently Mario Kart Tour is going to have 8-bit Mario in it, or 16-bit.
Well, yeah, of course. Mario Kart Tour just is. It just is.
Well, I forgot I was playing ranked, and timed out, and I lost. It's like, forgot. I just forgot. I wasn't looking at the Duel Links at all. I just forgot. I'm probably going to just close the game now.
You're just too distracted by Yaddle.
I'm just too distracted by Yaddle. I'm gonna see if there's a list of characters that are playable yet. So I need to see if there are more. Sorry, is it? I think it's releasing next year.
Yeah, it is.
No!
I know.
I mean, I'm not going to be playing it now, but I want to know the memes. I want to know what characters it is. So we know Yaddle is going to be in it, and the one. And the obvious ones.
Oh
yeah,
shit! I don't know if
Anakin Skywalker's gonna be in it. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Oh shit! And Anakin Skywalker is gonna be in it. And Anakin Skywalker.
Whoa. Not
and
both.
Anakin Skywalker.
All three of them?
You think there's only 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. I count 4. And that doesn't include Darth Vader, who's probably going to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is! Darth Vader's in it!
Oh, good.
Good.
You know, I was scared for a moment that he wasn't gonna.
Darth Vader's in the Star Wars game.
I feel like there's maybe meant to be a boss in this room, but there's not.
Let's see. And then there's...
Remember when, Mortal Z-Man says, remember when we found out about Star Wars characters shared names with Bionicle characters? Yep.
Yep.
Oh, also, hi Nibbo, you're in the chat. Hello Nibbo, friend.
Nibbo? Who? What?
He's a friend of mine, yeah.
Okay.
He says, when did this game out? Come in 2003? 2004, this game. Yeah.
Okay.
Glad to have you, Nibbles.
Okay, so aside from Yaddle, there don't really seem to be any other confirmed characters that are out of left field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have plenty of
There's
weird
going to be-
picks.
there has to be plenty, because why make this game otherwise?
Oh yeah, totally. Like that's the biggest draw.
Yeah, like characters is the biggest deal. I'm just saying, out of the confirmed, the only character that's been confirmed so far that's out of left field completely is Gattle. Everyone else is someone you'd expect to be in this.
Yeah.
The Lego pit droid has been redesigned again, but I can barely tell what it looks like from the screenshot. It's very blurry.
I think there's a screenshot somewhere that has a close-up of it.
Yeah, but it's very blurry.
No, like a good quality one.
Oh, a good quality one.
I could have sworn there was one somewhere.
I like things that are good.
Jeeves, activate the
Mr. Otaku says, where's Gonk Droid? Oh, you know Gonk Droid's gonna be in it.
What the hell is this? Holy shit! There is a new pit droid. An actual one in the Lego.
For the last time, kid. Take
Neat.
up basket weaving. You're fired.
Yeah, there's in this year's Star Wars Lego Star Wars Advent calendar.
Meet your new
There's a new pit droid.
All right, forget the chase.
There's a new
Go
pit
right to
droid.
the grand finale. You did read the script I sent you.
Neat.
First, you
I don't
really survived
know
a
if I
series of
like it,
terrifying stunts, yada, yada.
but
You defeat
it's the
Emperor
thought that
Talos,
counts.
yada, yada, yada. Finally,
That's
the
what they
rest of
always
the
say when you
made
get
by
Christmas
the
gifts. You don't know if you like.
Courtney Gears. Okay.
Hmm.
And
No one's liked and retweeted those things I said. I'm
Aw.
on the wrong account, so I wouldn't have noticed. Never mind. There's a new pit droid!
Oh, you got the stuff, kid.
Goddamn
Get to Max
goddamn
Million's
Twitter.
office before he can
Gotta
take his
open up
escape.
paint.net every single time I want to paste an image into Twitter. Every single time.
Okay, Clank is hot on his tail. Max Million tries to shake him off in rush hour traffic.
I'm playing
Alright.
Secret Agent Clank, basically. This is what that game is, but you know,
Alright, you're doing good,
Monkey!
kid. Now, avoid the
Monkey.
ladies.
Yeah, monkey.
Meet up with the monkey in the casino.
Monkey sure do be in this. Oh, the machines blow up and they die. They make me die.
Those slot machines look like gonk droids.
They do a bit, except they explode.
Oh, you got the stuff.
I don't know why they explode.
Have you not actually played Lego Star Wars? Of course gonk explode.
Okay, Clank is
Well,
hot
yeah,
on his
you know.
tail.
These guys look like
Played
pit
Blitz.
Off
droids.
in rush hour traffic. Alright.
They do, actually.
What is this, the Star Wars level?
Yes.
Alright, you're doing
Well, no, it's
great,
the
kid.
James Bond in space level.
And meet up
James
with the
Bond,
monkey
Star
in the
Wars,
casino
same
parking lot.
thing.
Yes.
They were both ruined when women got involved, apparently,
Oh.
according to the incels.
Speaking of women, have you seen the TEDx conference's new language?
Say what now?
So you know TED Talks and stuff,
Oh dear.
TED Talks. Yeah, so they're doing a thing in London, and it's like TEDx women, right? But they're not spelling it women like WOMEN. It's WOMXN.
Okay, now I've been seeing that bullshit, but I didn't know it was. I didn't know that it was a TED Talk thing.
Yeah, it is. They say it's because they want to be like more inclusive and stuff.
Aren't the people who make TED Talks supposed to be smart?
You'd think so, but instead, they're not.
There's already a term for trans women and cis women. They're trans women and cis women.
Yeah,
If you wanna be
could
inclusive,
just say women.
If you want to be inclusive, you use the terms we already came up with. You don't try to come. No. I hear you and I see you, and I don't want to refer to you as the words you want. I want to come up with my own words by misspelling existing words.
Yeah, and it's just like it's weird and attention seeking, and I don't like it. And so the best part about that whole tweet thread is that everyone is triggered about it, no matter which side of the debate you're on, like, you know, trans rights or not.
Nobody liked that.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody liked that. I hate that Twitter makes me do math every time I want to share a fucking image now. 762. 16 by 9. 1,300.
Oh, I see. Oh, damn it. I did not think I was in range for that explosion.
Okay, that's it. This pit droid is not centered. The photo of the pit droid on the Lego Wiki is not centered, so it upsets me. Because no matter how I'm going to tweet this, somebody will probably be uncomfortable. It will probably make someone uncomfortable. You know what? I just remember that this is the same account where I refer to Bionicle with an S at the end in every single tweet in the world. So never mind. I forgot what I do here. I make people uncomfortable on purpose. I make people vaguely uncomfortable on purpose. In the thing. There's a new pit droid in this year's Advent calendar. And tweet. Yeah, I don't know if I like it, but it's good. Anyway, now I'm going to go on to my regular Twitter. So I was in the back.
Monkey.
Now I'm not.
Monkey.
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 Go. Monkey. Go.
Monkey.
Get the banana. It's over there.
Banana.
Monkey. Get out. Oh, I think these robots are in the way. I need to, like, kill the monkey, get him out of the way, so the robots can... Monkey. Monkey. Okay, right. Yes. Monkey. Robots. Come over here. Right. That's it. Now, this way. And monkey. There we go. Come on, robots. Let's go. All of you. Yeah, you too. There we go. Two.
Chew.
Two.
Now I have to Google to make sure I spelled it right. Wim. Oh, according to Wikipedia, some people have been using it.
Oh.
Specifically TERFs.
Oh.
Isn't that great?
Yay.
These are the people that TED Talks want to
That's what I'm talking about.
be inclusive to. Fuck!
All right.
Oof.
The giant ninja.
And TED Talks. Card games on motorcycles?
Card games. What even is card games?
On motorcycles.
See, I know motorcycles, but I'm still not sure about this whole card games business.
Here's what you do: is you take a card game and you play it on a motorcycle.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay, so you get these rectangles made out of cardboard, and you throw them at each other, and then world peace.
Ah, just like in my Japanese animes.
Just like in your Japanese animes, yes.
Okay.
As opposed to your French animes.
Yes. Hey, Totally Spies, pretty good.
I think that
Except all the weird episodes. There's a lot of weird
I
episodes.
think it's all weird episodes.
Most of it is weird episodes, yes, actually.
It's a fetish show. It's a fetish show.
I mean, it.
Why else do they wear cat suits?
Good point.
I'm a cat. All up on.
Do cats wear cat suits? Is anything that a cat wears automatically a cat suit?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am a cat. And that makes anything I do a cat suit.
Nice. PS2 games with slowdown on the PS3, my favorite.
Ah, yes. Video games.
He's
All in a day's
Jesse
work.
Man says the Totally Spies had a lot of weird fetishes. Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Basically every episode had a new gadget or a new evil plan that did something weird to the girls.
Yep.
Alloy like yourself.
Perhaps now you will tell me what Dr. Nefarious is planning.
I have a better idea. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Cats are very
Present for you,
fluffy.
Snicky Wookums.
He's
Except for the cats
Uh,
that are not fluffy, and they are already good.
Did you see? I think it was posted earlier today. There's a video of a cat, a baby kitten, discovering the fact that it has feet.
Yes,
Is someone there?
He's very cute.
I believe I was the one who tweeted that, and that you liked it.
Ah,
It was very good.
yeah.
They said there's a new Gonk droid in the Advent calendar, but I don't see it.
Secret Agent Clank is merely a fictional character.
Gonks have gone through a few different iterations.
Yeah, oh my god, okay,
Oh,
the snowman.
oh,
Here's a-
Gonk.
It's Snow Gonk.
That's cute.
That's great. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's hilarious.
And yes, Immortal Z-Man, that is robot Britney Spears, conveniently named Courtney Gears.
And she is hot as fuck. That is exactly what I want to look like when I grow up.
Hell yeah.
God damn it! Why get the
Hell yeah.
Why get the singularity get here so I can transfer my consciousness into Courtney Gears?
Yeah. There is I think it was I think James was posting earlier. He was saying like there is a direct link between Bionicle fans turning into transhumanists, and it's like yeah, cause it's cool.
Yeah. Fucking Courtney Gears.
Hell yeah.
Now, in reality, if humanity does reach the singularity, it'll only be available to rich people.
Unfortunately.
Because the rich people get everything cool.
Damn it, rich people. Why you gotta be like that?
Go. Calendar. There also seems to be a little mini donut ship, which might be the first time LEGO has ever made a product of the donut ship. Yeah, there are a couple of ships in this that are just repeats of every ship they've ever fucking made. There's a snow speeder. Whoa, there's an Anakin's pod
Of
racer.
course.
There's a fucking TIE fighter. There's an
Of
X-wing. There's an A-wing. There's a Razor Crest.
That's pretty neat.
That's new.
To blast off with the charge boots.
They haven't had time to make a mini Razor Crest. Oh,
I hear the full size set of the Razor Crest is like really good.
yes. Oh wow, okay. So there's actually 2 TIE fighters in here. One of them is one of the new series ones, and one of them is a micro scale. It's even smaller than the other mini ships
Oh wow.
because it's so it's actually that day's box thing is it's a build of Darth Vader's castle that he has for some reason, and it has little
Oh, yeah, he
TIE
has a
fighter
castle.
for scale, and the little TIE fighter is just a pair of binoculars with two clip pieces on it. Amusing. I'm trying to find that Lego gauntlet so that I can post that on Twitter. I specifically typed 2020, Google. Why are you giving me that weak-ass old shit? I don't want to see no Jangle Fett Santa Claus on my Google search for 2020. That ain't 2020.
2020 doesn't sound like a real year.
It's a very bad year. Every conceivable thing went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a little brick belt tauntaun with a red
Oh,
nose.
I tell you what.
They don't
I
usually
tell you
have-
what didn't go wrong though.
The jackpot.
The new Hyrule Warriors just got announced today.
Yeah,
It looks cool as hell.
it's a prequel to
The Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the
yeah.
Wild, which is weird because it takes place so far in the future of what is definitely a coherent timeline that technically the other Hyrule Warriors game was a prequel to Breath of the Wild. So this is actually a sequel to that.
Yeah, I guess.
Video
Except
games
like
are confusing!
well, so the first Hyrule Warriors, it's like confusing as to like whether it's canon or not, but this one's definitely canon.
I am a cat.
He's
Meow, 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 meow. Everybody in the world is a cat. You can,
if only.
yep, you can definitely see the cat noises. You could definitely see the cat noises. That's what I just said.
Yes.
That's what I just said. I am me, and I say things, and I am a cat.
He's
Meow, 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 meow. Meow.
so yeah, the new Hyrule Warriors looks dope. I still play the original like basically every week, so yeah, I'm excited as hell to lose my life to the new one.
Yeah. You know who else is a dope?
Nope.
Liam's not here, so I can't. It's not fun unless he's here
Oh,
to make fun of. Anyway, yeah, there's little Lego Gonk snow droid. Because every advent calendar's got to have a snowman in it.
of course.
Snow Gonk. This is different because usually they have to make a new print. They had an R2. They had a snow astromech once, and they printed it with the buttons for coal and such. This is all brick built, no prints.
Oh, neat.
I don't think there are any custom prints in this. Oh wait, no. Darth Vader and Poe Dameron. They got Christmas prints on them.
Okay.
Aside from that, there's no custom prints, which I'm gonna assume someone's gonna be mad about, but I don't care because all Lego is already overpriced and expensive. Who the fuck cares if you're not getting what your money's worth? You never are. Down with capitalism.
Especially with licensed stuff like, you know, Star
Down
Wars.
with capitalism.
Hell yeah. Which is thematically appropriate to Ratchet and Clank, so yeah.
Yeah.
At least the first game, I don't know. I haven't really got a handle on the theming of the second and third games. Well, actually, no, the second was pretty anti-capitalist.
Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
He's...
Yeah.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, bobbidi bibbidi bibbidi boo. Bibbidi 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 boo.
Tiny boys, I will soak them up with the soak cannon,
Sook cannon!
and then I will shoot.
What is the difference between a souk cannon and a vacuum cleaner?
Nothing. It's the same show.
It's all the same shit! It's all the same shit!
He's...
It's all the same!
so same.
Same shit! The same! Sook!
Oh yeah.
Sook!
Up to level 3.
Level 1. Just show me. Cats go meow.
They do.
It means that they're empty inside and they need love,
Oh.
which is not wrong. It's the noise they make when they want attention. So I accidentally said something correct. This is the second time that has happened today, and by second I mean I don't keep track. It's probably more than that. Yeah.
He's...
Yeah, yeah.
oh, dang. No, I guess. Oh, so many weapons to level up. Where's the... Okay, there it is.
Jeez.
Oh, I can't... I just realized why I can't do, like, the boost jump and stuff. It's because I don't have Clank right now. That makes sense.
That makes sense. You can't normally jump when you don't have your boots.
He's... Oh boy, I'm getting low on health, though. And now, what does this do? Might be important.
Jupiter is trending. Let's see what Jupiter did. Oh god, it's always Trump. Why?
Yeah, I thought something happened to you.
Oh.
I was having my...
There's a Trump parade going on
Time for
Jupiter
a
right
tail.
now.
Where's
Fuck
Captain
it.
Gears?
Miss Gears has left the planet.
What? What about Nefarious? Did she tell you where he is?
Josie Man says, do you guys remember that Ratchet and Clank movie? I have seen it twice, and I cannot remember any of it.
Okay.
I haven't
Nice
seen it
job, Clank.
either, and I don't
I'll just
remember
call
it.
Sasha and have her track down that star.
It's not good.
It's hard to remember things you haven't watched. I found a way to not remember it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just like it tried retelling the story of Ratchet and Clank 1, but just not good.
I know that. I know that part. I know that.
Yeah.
And I also know that it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I don't even need to get. I don't even need to see it to know that. I usually you shouldn't judge.
Oh, I did.
But you should judge a book before eating it. But sometimes you just know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, the Sonic movie is okay.
It is, actually. Surprisingly competent.
If the Oscars hadn't changed their rules, it would technically have won all of the Oscars this year. They have to change their rules because they can't let that happen. They can't let this happen.
Whatever you do, you can't let Sonic win.
Sonic is everything that the Oscars rejects. They cannot let this happen. They have to change. They have to change the rules. Sonic is the only movie that managed to make it to theaters in time. But yeah, so the Oscars has been rigidly adhering to this outdated idea that a movie only counts if it comes out in theaters for decades now, even though home video has been a thing for a very long time.
Yeah.
But then a pandemic happened, and then suddenly, oh yeah, we can totally judge streaming movies. Wow. It's almost like you're dickheads.
Yep.
Cool. Stay cool.
Yeah, you know, speaking of streaming and all that, I find it, like, slightly uncomfortable that, you know, big companies like Disney and all, they just kind of, like, own their streaming platforms. Which is kind of like movie studios owning their own theaters, which is illegal for a very good reason.
Yes.
Because if the movie studios own the theaters, that is, you know, the means of distribution, then the little guys can never get shown.
Yep. Yep. Which is exactly
So that
why.
sucks.
Which is exactly why the corporations wanted to do this. This is exactly why the corporations wanted it.
Yeah.
Because owning your own distribution platform is a pretty good deal for you and no one else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay.
Don't you just love capitalism?
Yeah, huh? Oh, you could see Ratchet's eyes through that when he teleported. That's uncomfortable.
Oh dear.
Yo, dudes. Hey, Skid. How's the stakeout going?
Oh god.
A few minutes ago, this totally tricked out space.
Z-Man says the only movies that they saw in theaters were Bad Boys for Life, Birds of Prey, and Sanity.
Staying out of sight, keeping a low profile.
I've heard,
Yeah.
I mean, people seem to really like Bad Boys.
She even autographed my t-shirt.
And Birds of Prey, I hear that's pretty darn good.
Skid, get out of there.
Hold on a sec, bro. Somebody's coming.
I'm just put off because it's definitely more of a Harley Quinn movie than a Birds of Prey movie, but that's what they advertised it as, so...
Yeah,
Skid's in
well.
trouble. We better get back to the Obama moves.
they released at the theaters titled "The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn," because long ass titles are artsy, I guess. And
yeah.
movie theaters were not happy that they had to put all of that on the marquee. So they changed it to just Birds of Prey, which is not the title I would have gone with if I was going to condense the title, but alright.
Yeah, it's like all those anime that are based on light novels with like 25-word titles.
It would be like so condensing the title down to just Birds of Prey is like you have to retitle Justice League. You have to retitle Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and you call it Wonder Woman 2. Which I'm sure they would have done if they had given a shit that people were making fun of Dawn of Justice for years. The title. And then the movie came out.
He's... Good old Bat Boy and Soup, Dawn of Just Us. No.
Meow 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 meow.
Keep sucking.
Meow 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 meow.
Okay, no, this is the new piece.
Everybody is a cat except for bees.
Oh. Why can't cats be bees?
Cats are bees.
Why can't bees be cats?
Bees are cats.
Oh, okay.
Everything is cats.
Just making sure.
Everything is cats and nothing is cats. Everything and nothing. All the time. It's all cats.
Okay.
Cats all the way down. Except for dogs. Dogs are also cats.
Okay.
Confused yet?
Yes.
Good.
Excellent.
You know the way of the cat now. Cat good.
Yeah. Alright. Oh boy, this looks fun. It's actually not so nice.
This is the testing laboratory for the Biobliterator.
Let's see what Nefarious has been up to.
Whoa! Like I never knew you were this kinky, Miss Gears.
Don't you ever shut up.
Okay.
Oh, he called Courtney Gears kinky because she strapped him to a table. What a silly boy.
Hot.
Oh no, he's a robot now.
Turn Skid into a robot?
Wait, what?
That's
They turned the horny boy into a robot.
Hot.
Don't be afraid, Ratchet. The transformation doesn't hurt.
And Clank's evil.
I wish I could get. I wish I could get shot with a laser and become a
Besides,
robot.
I think you'll enjoy being a robot.
Let's see
Yeah.
if you can fight better than you can sing.
Okay, that's weird. Like, Ratchet wasn't subtitled, but everyone else was. Oh yeah, this is the dance battle. I mean, not like a dance battle, but the enemies dance while you fight them. Yeah.
So if you look at the planet Jupiter in infrared and ultraviolet, which I guess you can do, it's trans-flagged. It's colored.
Oh, neat.
It was my header on Twitter for about a year, I think, a couple months. I don't know. I'm very bad at time.
Nice.
Reverse image search this on Google, make sure it brings up the relevant documentation. It does. Ah. Apparently, without filters over it, Jupiter is actually mostly blue.
Oh,
Oops, I did it again.
I wonder why.
This is gas.
But like, it looks so not blue.
I assume because most of the good photos we have of space come from a long time ago, and we needed to put filters on stuff to keep our equipment from exploding.
Oh. Yeah, you know, I guess that makes sense.
For the longest time, when you look directly at the sun, you need to put like all sorts of shit on it. You're not supposed to look directly at the sun.
Look like it hurts.
If you point a really strong camera at the sun, it can explode.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But in recent years, we've come up with technology. We've gotten a close enough look at the sun to know that it's made out of carnal one.
Ah, good.
Yep.
Oh, my fans can't live without me.
Space is weird.
One disposable pop star.
There's a newspaper in Britain called The Sun, and they always used to have just porn on page 3. Just porn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's refueling at the Zeldrin starport.
It's just like a normal newspaper you can just pick up at the supermarket. It's just, you flick to page 3, oh, tits.
Setting us up.
Tits.
So it could
Yeah.
be our
I don't think they do it anymore.
We'll meet Quark at the starport.
I wish I could do tits.
Come on, Clank. We'll come back for Skid later.
Yeah,
I wish I could just have tits on page 3.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yep.
I guess we just leave Skid McMarks there. He's just a robot now. That's okay. Well, that sure is level.
Somebody high profile just tweeted about my article, I guess, and they said the word fuck. But I guess I'm not only allowed to swear on bonkles, but I've always been allowed to swear on bonkles. So I guess I could retweet it. I'm always confused whenever that happens, though. I swear to God, I thought at one point he told me not. I thought Liam told me not to swear on bonkles.
It might have been during like a Bionicle Day thing, because on the first one we were doing it with.
I think you told me not to
Biosector.
swear on the Twitter once, but I guess not. Anyway, I just retweeted it from my personal account, not Bonkers, but it is a tweet from Bonkers that I retweeted. It's confusing. So
Okay.
we took a very high resolution photo of the surface of the sun, and it looks identical to a large mass of caramel corn. I put the two images side by side, and I honestly can't remember which is which.
Oh, caramel corn?
Caramel popcorn.
Oh, I thought you were saying something porn. That's why I brought up the newspaper with the porn.
No. If the sun was boobies, that would be even better.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Please have your itinerary and 3 forms of ID visible at all times.
If the sun was boobies, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I thought we agreed to put that jungle business behind us. It was made
Yeah,
in season.
words that
There
rhyme
no
are very hard to
sister.
distinguish.
How long have you two been?
That's me. Alright.
Oh, Quark had sex with a monkey.
Stop lollygagging and let's
Yeah.
get to work. We'll use this shuttle to infiltrate the Star Cruiser undetected. Once on board, we find Nefarious and finish the job. You fellas ready?
Is Roboskids about to cut those on? Apparently on the Twitch chat someone says you should speedrun the game. What, this game?
Oh fuck! I forgot Twitch chat.
We always forget Twitch chat.
But lately I've noticed that there's one viewer who always comes into Twitch chat and complains that we never pay attention to the Twitch chat.
Oh.
And I want to make it a running gag now that every so often I remember
That we have a Twitch chat.
but specifically for that person. Because I both find it amusing that they complain that we never check the Twitch chat, but also I kind of feel bad. We should check the Twitch chat more often. Why does it even have a stream to Twitch?
I don't know. Exposure, I guess?
Exposure, but we never get views on Twitch. We only ever get like 1 or 2 people. But that's 1 or 2 people that wouldn't engage with our content if we weren't on Twitch.
That's true.
I guess it's
Might get him in the Discord server.
It's all worth it in the end.
Discord.
Aha!
Join us.
We have one of those. Actually, I think we have several of those apparently.
Oh yeah, because we have like the
There's a
Lightstone
Discord. There's a Lightstone Discord. There's a Bionicle Mask of Power or Mask of Destiny. Something. And then there's the private Discords for gathered friends and Operation Thunderhead, which is apparently what we're calling our tabletop RPG campaign. Everything is confusing.
Yes.
I went from having 2 or 3 Discord channels to manage like 4 or 6. It's too many to count. I can't count that high. It's too many. 6.
Yeah. I'm in like probably like 20 Discord servers, and I run 3 or 4.
I am Infinity and everything and always.
He's.
I am a cat.
He's.
Meow.
Oh, please stop killing me, Mr. Robot.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, okay.
I will kill you always.
Okay, okay. Whoa, that's a weird gun. I don't know how to feel about that.
Max, what gun? What gun?
The one I'm using right now. It makes everything go wibbly, but it's it's pretty cool, pretty neat.
Oh, it creates a miniaturized black hole.
Yeah, basically.
And the reason it looks all wibbly is because not even light can escape a black hole.
And it seems to like get stronger as it goes,
Yep.
or something.
Yep, that's how it works.
I mean, usually yes. Let's see, is that gonna get those guys? Is it close enough?
Reminds me about
It's not.
Matt Pat. He made a video about Ratatouille, and I want to fucking punch him.
Rata 3.
One of his points. Okay, so the video is about how Remy is actually the villain of Ratatouille because that's Matt Pat's whole deal whenever he does his thing.
Yeah.
He takes great pride in having ruined many childhoods, most of them. One of his points about Remy being a villain. He had multiple points. I'm not saying this was the entire video, but it was not an insignificant amount. It was a third of the video at least. Remy is bad because rats can carry harmful diseases, and he shouldn't be in a kitchen.
He's.
Matt Pat, I want to fucking punch you! In the face! In the face! I defend you to all my friends, and then you make a video like this. I defend you to all my friends, and then you were like, oh, did you know that Ratatouille is a stupid movie because rats are gross.
Rats.
Yes! Congratulations, Matt Pat! The entire premise of Ratatouille is flawed! You and everyone else in the world is smart. Good job! We all knew the premise of Ratatouille was flawed. We allowed Pixar to make this because we allowed Pixar to make it because we trusted them. And it's one of their best movies. If any other studio had made a movie like Ratatouille, we would have shit on them. But we let Pixar do it because they're Pixar. But yes, Matt, congratulations. You agree with everybody in the world in the year 2007 that the entire premise of Ratatouille is flawed.
Don't put rats in your kitchen. That's all you gotta know.
This is one of those things where you just don't mention it until the end, and then or at some point as a footnote you say, okay, and also elephant in the room, rats shouldn't be in the kitchen. They can carry harmful diseases.
Yeah.
But the whole movie kind of doesn't work if you acknowledge that. God damn it! It's like in every single Matt Pat video, a third of it was just Neil deGrasse Tyson showing up and explaining why the whole concept of the media in question doesn't work. Like, actually, the entire franchise of the entire premise of Five Nights at Freddy's is wrong because ghosts aren't real.
You can't swing a ratchet that fast in space.
Actually, Sonic the Hedgehog is bad because hedgehogs can't be blue or go fast.
Hedgehogs are actually surprisingly speedy, like if you've seen a real one running.
They can move quickly. They don't generally.
Yeah.
They definitely aren't blue. But yeah, it'd just be like if every Matt Pat video a third of the way in, just stop trying to come up with something interesting to say about the media, and just was all like, but actually, it's stupid because of this one thing that's obvious.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like
the previous video from Matt Pat I had watched was about how in Portal you could, if you had a portal gun like in Portal, you could blow up the planet, you could destroy Earth with just a metal rod and a soldering iron. And that was not obvious. That was interesting. I didn't know that you could. That was a thing.
That kind of stuff is cool. I like
And
that.
then the next video I watched is Ratatouille is Remy's the bad guy because rats are gross.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent.
Yeah, okay, so the other points were that Remy was basically a narcissist. Like, not only are rats gross, which is, I guess, a point, not necessarily a valid one in this context, but it's a point. Rats are gross, they shouldn't be in the kitchen. Remy decides to put the fate of humanity on the line so that he can prove that he's a competent chef. But also, he's the member of his colony that's supposed to sniff out the poisons. So not only is he risking the lives of humans by being a chef for humans, he's also risking the lives of rats.
No thanks. I'd rather make it there in one.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody in the world is worse off for Remy achieving his dreams, and he doesn't have any existential angst about that at all. He's just like, I want to be a chef because a fat guy said I could.
Once again, my brilliant plan has caught the
Yep.
enemy completely unawares.
Also,
But then, you know, it has a happy ending, so it's cool.
it has a happy
What's
ending.
that, Clank?
He got a guy
Search the ship.
publicly
Remember,
disgraced.
Nefarious is mine.
Unless
Yes.
we
Now, the guy who's the actual villain of the movie is actually the hero because he's just above board the whole way. He's like, yes, this is all very interesting, MatPat, but you said rats are gross, so I can't take anything you have to say about this subject seriously anymore. God damn it. It's like, yes, okay, Remy's a narcissist, okay. Yes, he sniffs out the poisons, yes. His family is all going to die because of him achieving his dreams, yes, okay. Oh, but rats carry diseases, so Remy is making everyone in the restaurants sick. Ah, okay. Can't take you seriously anymore, right, Matt? That's literally the first thing anyone ever thought when they heard about this movie. It's like, it's a rat in a kitchen. That's not a good idea. Neil deGrasse Tyson actually was in Matt Pat's Rick and Morty video. Like, Neil deGrasse Tyson did voiceover for it.
Well,
Yeah, so it was sort of a crossover. Neil deGrasse Tyson did the thing that he always does. He basically prefaced everything he said with, well, portal guns aren't real, but if they were, this is how they would work. Or this is how they could work. But also, portal guns aren't real and you're stupid. Yep.
yeah.
Portal Z-Man says they don't watch MatPat, and that's perfectly fine. I usually try to defend him and say, well, some of his videos are really good. But god damn it, this Ratatouille thing. Damn.
It sure is rats.
He made a video about the Kool-Aid Man and how the Kool-Aid Man is a Marvel villain.
Okay.
Oh god, I forgot about that one.
Not sure I follow.
The Kool-Aid Man is canon in Marvel Comics
Oh.
and has superpowers in all of his commercials. Therefore, he could be a villain in a Marvel movie someday.
I see.
Also, the most interesting thing about that video was MatPat bringing it to my attention that Kool-Aid Man is definitely the jar. There's a Kool-Aid commercial where Kool-Aid Man is just when he goes to sleep, when he sleeps, he's just an empty pitcher because he doesn't want to spill liquid all over his pillows, bed sheets. So he's just an empty pitcher, and then when he fills himself up in the shower and pours in the the powder.
This is the best part of my day.
So, anatomically, which part of him is the part with the liquid in? Is it like a brain cavity, or?
I think the picture is like a brain cavity or something.
Okay.
And anatomically, I don't think it makes any sense because, well, yeah, he's a giant pitcher with flexible limbs. Glass doesn't
It
work.
could happen.
Glass doesn't work that way, and also he's indestructible, which is also not a way the glass works.
What are you waiting for? This
Maybe
he
he's
built
not
himself
glass.
up-
Maybe it's
Also,
plastic.
amusingly, he has a personal gym, and he uses one of those massage thingies to shake the fluid. Because when you make Kool-Aid, you gotta pour in the powder and then shake it real hard.
Yeah.
So he has
Yeah.
a massage thing with the belts. I don't know what it's called.
Eh.
Yep. But yeah, the Kool-Aid Man is just an empty pitcher, and he puts liquid in like clothes, I guess.
Cool.
I don't think he wears. I don't think he wears clothes. I don't think he wears clothes. So I guess the liquid would be the. Now I have vague memories that the Kool-Aid Man used to wear pants once.
Not without pork. You would've done it for us.
Did he?
Kool-Aid Man pants. Oh. Oh yeah. In the 2000s,
Oh. Was he trying to be cool?
he also wore like a jacket that didn't.
Oh,
really
he was
fit.
definitely trying to be cool.
That didn't really fit because he's fucking a giant fucking juice pitcher. Dear God, I forgot the Kool-Aid Man wore pants once. And now he doesn't wear pants. Just like he used to not wear pants before.
Hmm.
The Kool-Aid Man was introduced in the 50s, and he did not have limbs.
Did you
He was
detect
just
any other
a
craft
pitcher
leaving the Star Cruiser?
that could sing.
An escape pod, another shuttle.
I see.
Just a juice pitcher that could sing, and then one day he grew limbs, and
We heard the whole thing over
the
the
world
call.
ended.
You had no choice.
That does sound like the herald of the end of the world.
The juice is alive!
Und we would frolic in the fitness course until the wee hours of the morning.
The juice is alive with the sound
So
of
many
juice.
Wonderful qualities. I just don't know where to begin.
Such as...
Oh, okay. He was really tall, and he had a unique fashion
Meow.
sense, and he had a really
Meow.
big chin with
Meow.
kind of
Meow.
a sort of a
Meow.
shape. Well, you know, I think I've droned on long enough.
My condolences to the team. Quark's loss.
Spaceship.
True tragedy. The man was a hero.
I think everybody thinks Quark is dead.
Good. What has Quark ever done for me lately?
Bullshit.
Captain Quark
He's been green.
but his
Oh, shit.
spirit of heroism lives on in each of you. I know the Q-Force will
Well,
make
what
Now
is
the only
he-
green one is the monkey.
But what is he? He's always green. What has he done for me lately?
Came in the mail for Quark.
He's been monkey?
It's
Oh, shit.
chapter 4 of the Quark Vid comic series.
But what has he? He's always been a monkey. What has he done for me lately?
Thanks, Al. You know, this could give us a clue about what Nefarious is going to
He
do
shoot.
next.
He shoot! Oh shit!
And yep, so we think Quark is dead, so now we're gonna play one of his vid comics in memoriam.
Good. Because the first thing you do when you think someone is dead is rifle through their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you gotta loot the body. corpse may have interesting trinkets.
All over again. After defeating Dr. Nefarious on planet Magnos, Quark returned to his condo in Metropolis for some well-earned R&R.
Oh, Len, it's time you knew the truth. The baby isn't yours.
Where?
Who is the father?
Oh, your evil twin brother, Engelbert.
But Janice, I
tweeted it. It has been tweeted. The Kool-Aid Man used to wear pants.
What are you doing here?
Immortal Z-Man says, I'm still up for that chat reader job from that one stream.
Go for it. I don't.
All right.
Cool.
Meanwhile, on a
Where
rooftop
am I?
high above the bustling streets of Metropolis.
The hour of my vengeance is
Spaceship.
now, my robotic servants. Tear this city apart. Bring me the
So yeah, these vid comics seem to be like a slightly fictionalized version of Quark's life, but also they just tell the truth of what really happened. So yeah.
Hey, Star Wars Twitter just fucking said what the Mandalorian's name was, as if everyone's definitely seen it now, so they know what his name is.
Yep. Good old Monsieur Mando.
I am a cat. Everybody in the world is definitely a cat.
He's
Bees! Bees!
I don't believe bees are real.
Oh, they're not.
You ever seen a bee?
They're not.
Exactly.
They're not real.
None of these things work.
The Matrix is real, but bees aren't.
Just press up or down.
Everybody's a bee except me. Everybody is a bee except me.
Everyone's a bee except not me. Cats are made of bees.
Oh, okay. But if bees aren't real, that means cats aren't real.
Cats are real.
But they're made of bees.
Yeah, exactly.
But if there's no bees, how do you have cats?
The inside of cats is a superposition between real and not real.
Oh, okay. Schrödinger was right all along.
Yep. It's not the outside of the cat that is the Schrödinger, it is the inside of the cat.
Cool.
Ugh. Yep. There's an SCP that is, what if Planet 9 was also a Schrodinger's cat? Planet 9. The ninth planet.
Oh.
So basically, the ninth planet exists in a superposition of real and not real, and confirming its existence one way or the other would erase it from existence.
Yeah, makes sense.
So when the SCP Foundation sent out a satellite to go look at it, because they were detecting all sorts of weirdness up in there, when they went to go look at it, their satellite came back with some vague information. Basically, I guess the existent planet had some lawyers come up with a way to tell people what their deal was, and it was really vague. If there was a planet, and I'm not saying there was, it may or may not exist entirely within a superposition of non-existence and existence, and confirming it one way or the other, i.e. opening up the box, would kill the cat. So don't.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact quote, man. It's probably not that.
It's something like that, probably.
This town is not big enough for you and me. Something like that.
We're not big enough for this town.
Neither of our houses is big enough.
We're too big.
This town's for you and me.
This town's just the right size.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I fell in a hole. I just realized you're playing like a platforming thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think technically you're always playing like a platforming thing, but this is a 2D thing. It's like a side scroller.
This is like super platformy.
Like a side scroller.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird. It's like a game. This town's not big enough to fit in my pants.
Oh no.
I am a cat.
Man, what's with these bees?
There's exactly one bee in the world. And I am all of them.
Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. It's the boss.
I like cats.
Wait, don't tell me. You've changed your hand.
These. What if we took all the candy and we ate it?
Well, then we wouldn't have any candy, would we?
Apparently, the chairman of Jelly Belly is retiring and is doing the golden ticket thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it means.
I mean,
I would. So apparently they're having a sweepstakes for the ownership of one of the candy factories. I don't even know what that means. Because apparently this chairman of Jelly Belly doesn't own the company. He founded it, but he doesn't own it anymore. He's just giving away one of the factories? You have to own it yourself? Are you licensed to Jelly Belly? Is he just selling? I don't understand. Is he selling the ownership rights to the? Are you Jelly Belly's landlord now? Is that what he's selling? Is that what you're going to win in this contest? Your Jelly Belly becomes your new tenant. You own property now. Congratulations.
I guess.
I'm not I was joking that I was going to participate in the giveaway, in the sweepstakes, but apparently it's really complicated. And also, the golden tickets were rigged in fucking Willy Wonka, so why wouldn't they be rigged in our capitalist dystopia? Fuck it. I never win anything. I'm not gonna win this.
Fair enough, I guess.
Anyway, so Jelly Belly used to donate money to fucking keep our bathrooms from having trans people in them in the schools. Things.
Oh.
So I was joking on Twitter. Okay, I'm gonna win the golden ticket, and Jolly Belly. We're gonna fucking donate a ton of money to mermaids.
Yay!
Jolly Belly is only hiring LGBTQ people from now on.
Just a word of advice, Nefarious.
I'm not gonna win the fucking sweepstakes, but this is how I'd run a company.
Yeah.
So Quark believed that the threat posed to the galaxy I'd been
Also, I think hiring people specifically because they're LGBT might be illegal.
losing a few pages.
I'd hire a lawyer and to come up with a way to make it work.
So ends the greatest
Okay.
tale of
Probably like an
I
initiative.
can live with that.
Probably like an initiative to
Captain Quark's triumph over the
Yeah.
nefarious
just make sure.
civilian known as,
There's got to be some sort of thing. There's got to be some sort of like affirmative action thing.
Aren't you gonna unlock Quark's secret
Yeah.
costumes? Here, I'll use the cheat codes.
If a straight person comes along and they're just as qualified as a cool person, I would still hire the cool person, but I would consider them next.
Are you sure?
It makes perfect sense. Nefarious
Because
tried
we're
to
also
destroy
not going to
Metropolis
do
years
this
ago
bullshit
before
where we're not hiring people
Nefarious
because we have
story come
enough
back and
money.
finish the job someday. Now
Okay,
that he has a secret weapon, he's ready to make his move.
Mr. Owl just put in a cheat code in the Quark vid comic. I'm gonna try it out and see if it's real, because I gotta replay that level.
Yeah.
Okay, let's I think it was up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, square, square. I think that's what he said.
I think Hobby Lobby is trending again.
Let's skip the cutscene. Okay, right. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, square, square. Oh my goodness, it works. He's in a tutu. Oh yes.
Up,
I am
up,
tutu.
up, down, down, left, right, BA, start.
Not quite. It's up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, square, square.
Oh. Neat.
Oh, that's, you know what? That's cute. That they had a guy in universe who just knows the cheat code and just tells it to you. Because it is a video game.
Hell yeah! The bees! I have bees.
Yes.
Okay, so the reason Hobby Lobby has been trending again recently is they have store displays that are pro Donald Trump
Oh.
and covered in guns.
Oh.
So that's pretty gross.
Oh.
They're also very, very staunchly religious company, it seems. Very anti-LGBT. Very gross country. Did I say country? I meant company.
That too.
Although Donald Trump is in charge of this country, so, and he's been trying to run it as a company. I hate it. I am a cat.
That's probably one I missed before. Cool. Okay, I think I should be able to get all of the all the little tokens in this level.
Oh yeah! There was this one time where Hobby Lobby, a while ago, Hobby Lobby apparently pulled an Indiana Jones on some ancient scrolls or something from Iraq. They basically smuggled a whole bunch of artifacts out of Iraq because they also had significance to Christians. Because that's how Judeo-Christian religion works. It's all the same shit. But that's illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very illegal.
It's not how archaeology works.
No.
Indiana Jones was a movie. Don't do that.
There we go.
But yeah, our religion is just the same shit. It's over and over again. Even the ones that just counteract each other completely, the monotheistic and the polytheistic ones. Because I was doing some thinking and I realized that Zeus pretty much depicted the same as the Judeo-Christian god. in a lot of things I've seen.
Yeah.
Odin is usually depicted pretty uniquely, but I'm pretty sure he might be the same guy. None of this is real. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're supposedly making a 5th movie. Yes, there will be a new Indiana Jones movie at some point. We know nothing about it, other than that they really want to make it. Somebody does. Somewhere. With money. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. It's probably not gonna be good. I would hope that it would be good, but it wouldn't be. It's probably not gonna be good. No, it is good though, cats.
Yeah.
Cats are good. I like cats.
Yep. Same.
Me too.
They sure are cool.
Meow, 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 meow. Everybody in the world is a cat.
I can't get this jump for some reason.
Please.
Why can I not get this jump this time? I don't get it.
Have you tried jumping into the what the fuck?
Yeah.
Colin
I did not have any. I got it first time on the last run of the level. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with it.
Colin Kaepernick is in the new Madden game, and that's probably the only likable thing about Madden 21. Apparently, this is the game. Madden has been releasing the same game EA has been releasing the same game over and over again for like 2 decades by now, and no one noticed until this year, or at least not the people that buy these games.
Huh.
Because the people that don't care about sports games have noticed that EA's been selling the same game over and over again. But I guess the actual sports fans have noticed because they are bored as shit with life right now. You know what? Maybe the reason that sports fans don't notice is because they have real sports to keep. They have lives. They have other shit to think about. So they don't notice that the game they just bought is the same game that they've always bought.
You know that platform I was having so much trouble with?
You did.
I already got the thing that was up it the last time.
Liam's done that a couple times. I shit on him for it. It's okay when you do it, though. Anyway, so apparently this new Madden game is a buggy, unplayable mess. And
so like all the others then.
Like all the others, yeah. But it's gonna have Colin Kaepernick in it. Yay! That's literally the only thing Madden has done in 2 decades. Good or bad. That's just the only. That's literally the only thing they've done in decades. Yeah. Comedy funnies. Comedy funnies is good. I am small cat. Meow.
Yes. Win. Oh yeah, Clark went back to his normal outfit when I died. Weird.
Yep.
Mortal Z-Man says, am I the only one, chat? Seems like it. Seems like it.
Do the cheat code again. He must always be pink.
Well, I already beat the level.
Oh.
I wonder if that cheat code does anything to Ratchet. Let's see. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, circle, square. Nothing. Darn it.
Darn it. If only everyone could wear a tutu.
Yeah. Let's see. I've done all the VR simulations.
Attention all crew members! You are required to attend a mandatory yoga class at all 7 a.m. Dress comfortably.
Man, I need to drop a few pounds so I can squeeze into that new Aegis Mark V battle suit.
Yes, yes, Al, I know this new suit. I'm gonna buy it.
Why?
Because it might look cool.
Cat.
Okay, here we are. I probably don't. Yeah, I know. I don't have anywhere near enough money. Oh, it's the suit from the box art.
I am a cat. Box art.
Oh, yeah. I want to look like the box art.
I also like box art.
But I gotta get money for that. I don't have money.
Capitalism's bad.
I work for this company. Can't they just give me a suit?
No. What do you want? What is that? Socialism? Get that out of here. This is capitalism.
Oh no. It's true. It is socialism.
Yeah. Here in America, when you work for a company, you have to pay for your employee uniform that you have to wear or you're fired.
Yeah. My brother was complaining like about school uniform the other day because
yeah, you have to wear your school uniform that you have to pay for, and you also have to wear.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the uniform that you have to wear, or you're expelled, or suspended, or punished in one of the more boring ways. Because not going to school right now is a good thing. Not being able to go to school right now would be a good thing.
Yep.
I wonder if they're still punishing people by suspending them or expelling them.
I wonder.
Because let me tell you, if I was a kid right now and my parents were making me go to school, I would purposely get myself expelled day one. It's like, oh yeah, you think a useless education is worth killing me? Fuck you. But I have a high school diploma. My grandmother told me that I needed to graduate high school because I couldn't get a job otherwise. Guess what? Graduated high school and I got fired. I was actually fired after I graduated high school from my job that I had before I even entered high school, I think. So I got a job, then I graduated high school, then I was fired. This order of operations does not make sense if my grandmother wasn't talking out of her ass. So it turns out she was.
Rip. Oh, I don't have the Quacko Ray. I can't turn things into ducks.
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 I don't have the Quacko Ray. I can't turn things into ducks.
Ooh, 200,000 bolts. That's a good prize for the big one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the big challenge and hopefully get a crap load of bolts.
Ducks.
Hey, bad guys, come get sucked into the black hole. He's small. Okay, it seems kind of random, like how long it stays out for.
Space.
Like sometimes it stays for a real long time, sometimes it don't. Hey, level up.
I'm so confused by what I'm looking at right now.
What you looking at?
The official Popeye brand account
Yes.
Tweeted at Ray the Doe, quote, "Oh my gosh, another Goyle named Olive. I got to tell me Olive Oil about you. And your comics, of course."
Oh.
Just let me know. Okay, so basically they tweet everything in character as Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay.
With the words. But I'm just... Ray the Doe is, I guess, mainstream now. I'm very happy for her. Now I'm terrified and I need to check if that's the right pronouns. Pretty sure it is, but
Oh, it always sucks when you don't know.
She, her, yep. That should be a thing you have to enter for stuff. But it don't. Yeah, she, her, things pronouns.
Okay.
Right now, her profile picture is her persona, but it's JoJo. That's good. Fucking Popeye.
Good old George.
Fucking Popeye!
Yeah.
I'm so confused! Why is it called Popeye Cheat Skin? Is that... Oh, I get it! One of Popeye's verbal tics is they end certain words by saying sk. I know too much about Popeye. I think he was one of the only cartoons my grandmother knew about. My grandmother walked in on me watching a hentai once and didn't notice.
Lol.
I think I may have even been masturbating, but she just did not notice. Because it's cartoon.
Maybe she did notice. Maybe she did notice and just like was too polite to say.
I choose to believe that my grandmother was oblivious to the idea that cartoons could be porn.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Because my grandmother was my grandmother and my grandmother was stupid. Very, very stupid. And she was a teacher that apparently had taught in multiple countries.
Huh.
So, she basically ruined an entire generation.
Oh.
Okay, there's something called Comics Kingdom that Ray the Doe is part of, and I think Popeye is also part of it. So,
okay. So it's like a cross-brand thing?
So basically, Comics Kingdom tweeted she welcomed that she was in it, and then Popeye was all like, "Welcome to the comics! I have arms."
That he sure does.
Yep. There's an emoji of a muscle arm.
That do be how Popeye is.
This is so bizarre. I'm so confused. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What does Popeye have to do with it? I love it, but I'm confused.
What is it?
I don't. Okay, so like it's a website with comics, and there are newspaper comics on this, but I guess they also syndicate webcomics, even though webcomics don't need to be syndicated. I get. Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay.
So I think it's like what if newspaper comics was internets?
Okay.
Immortal Z-Man points out that Popeye was a comic book coming out of a cartoon. Now I do know that. I just didn't understand what it had to do with a webcomic. Because newspaper comics and web comics are not really the same medium. They're congruent, and I guess they are the same medium here because there's a website that has the rights to syndicate some newspaper comics, and now Ray the Doe is on it because web comics need syndication.
I guess.
I mean, I have the answers now. I know what's going on. I'm still confused about it, but I'm really happy for her. This is amazing. And the Popeye thing is hilarious.
Yeah.
I photoshopped Popeye arms onto a Borok once.
Cool.
It's gonna take a while. Basically, somebody tweeted that if they were a Borok, they would have that if they were a Bionicle, they'd want to be a Borok because they want to have big dumb Popeye arms. So then I photoshopped Popeye arms onto a Borok.
Oh, I get it.
Where it is. Somewhere. Popeye was trending recently because there was a video of a Popeye cartoon that was in 60 FPS and it was tripping people out. It was very old, but it was in FPS. It was in 60 FPS. It was confusing people.
Was it like originally made that way, or?
No, it was some sort of interpolation thing that was making it look
okay.
60 FPS. It was really trippy. People were actually more tripped out by the frame rate than they were than the fact that it was the first theatrical cartoon to feature 3D elements. It had a 3D scrolling background.
Nice.
And no one noticed, even though that was the point of the tweet, because the video was 60 FPS. Or it might have been 120, I don't remember. It was very weird. It was very trippy. Everything needs to have frame rates. Everything!
All the frames, all the time.
Yes! Yes! Bionicles at 1 billion frames a second!
And it's over.
Yep. Yep, turns out running all the frames at once. That's it. We ran too many frames.
Yeah.
The whole universe ended. Over. Gone now. No more Space Jam. So I'm just scrolling through Twitter looking for this thing. The guy who says the funny lines in Ant-Man was in like a Lego Marvel game, and he attacked using milkshakes.
Oh.
And it was around the time that the conservatives were having milkshakes thrown at them, so they were crying about it. So I was all like, this guy from Ant-Man is the hero we deserve. Good times. Don't tell Liam I tweeted that from the Bionicles account. a year ago. I say that he seems to have chilled the fuck out about politics lately. He just told me I could tweet some politics, but not as much as I used to.
Oh, everything's politics.
Everything is politics. An entire year of Bionicle was politics. Like when people were getting mad at me for politics, I kept trying to tell them there was an entire year of Bionicles that took place in a fascist dystopia. They're straight up parodies of fascist propaganda posters.
Yep. The tagline was "Surrender or Run."
The whole year is about the protagonist running away from the corrupt cops and the fascist dictator. It had a movie where they did that.
Yep.
They didn't even have to adapt that plot line. There was other stuff from 2004 that they could have done, but they picked that one to make a movie out of. They could have had a movie about the plant guy or the maze with the shape-shifting lady in it. But
Does Bionicles 2 is Antifa?
Yeah. The Tormentor was Antifa.
Yes.
Oh, but I was the one who was dragging politics into Beagles. Admittedly, I was adding more politics into Bonkle by tweeting about things like Colin Kaepernick and shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I like cats.
Yes.
They are small.
Yeah.
Just scrolling through Twitter trying to find this thing about Popeye, I guess. Probably one of the first things I ever tweeted. Oh fuck, did I tweet this from my personal account? I might have tweeted this from my personal account. I hope I didn't tweet it from my personal account, because then I'd have to look through even more stuff. Oh no. Dude.
You can't just like search for it?
You know what? Yeah, I can try. Or I can try. I am searching, but I realized that Google has been training their algorithms to recognize stuff, which is obviously a bad thing, but it helps when I'm trying to find something context specific on Twitter, and I didn't tweet any text with it. I just tweeted the thing. But Google's algorithms are all like, we can recognize what some stuff is now.
Yep.
Yippee. Trading away our freedoms in exchange for being able to Google pictures of Clorox.
Yay.
Okay, never mind. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for here. Unless I tweeted it from my person. Now that doesn't look like it. Fuck. Popeye. What? Okay, so the good news is I found the image. Found the image and it was linked to a tweet. Ah, okay. Okay. There we go. Dude. So how was your day? I'm pretty sure I asked you that 4 hours ago. But now I'm
probably.
so it's okay.
Yes.
It's different.
Yeah. Yeah, my day's been pretty darn alright. I watched some Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, news came out about video games. That's pretty cool.
I had a phone call and I had to make a different one. I made them, and they went. One of them went well, and one of them went to voicemail. It's not that good.
Actually, yeah, more video game news came out than just Hyrule Warriors. Actually, oh, I am stuck for some reason. Why can't I move?
Yeah, the crash thing was good.
Oh, my controller turned off. I ran out of battery. Oh god, I ran out of battery. My controller is out of battery, and I'm gonna die.
Yeah, your light support system is attached to your ankle. Your organs like power from your back of the Do you not have the right batteries?
Oh, this is the. I didn't think my controller battery was that low. Oh dear. Oh.
Is it one of those proprietary rechargeable doodads?
It's the stock PS3 controller. It's just got, like, you know, USB charging port.
So that means we're just done then?
Done with. No, I'm charging it up now. Like I can use it now, but I didn't get it in time to not die. So yeah, rip that challenge.
I'm dead. Cats are fun.
You know what, hey chat, do you think I should do that challenge off stream and just come back when it's done? Or should I keep going, like, next time? Yeah, next time when I come back to this game.
Let's see. Z-Man says algorithms suck. And that Baskin Robbins always finds out. Those are memes relevant to things I've said before. But What about?
I'm gonna take a drink of water.
What about the Captain Cork thing, or the challenge, whatever it is? Rice-a-roni.
Yeah. Because, you know, not gonna try it again today, but you know, should I try that next time, or just do it, and then when we come back for part 4, I'll have done it. Your choice.
Cats or phones.
Yep. Oh, okay. There's nothing here. Ratchet Clank 2 save data, eh? Is that what that is? I think I only had one save file for Ratchet 2, so...
Cats are phones!
Oh, okay.
Explosions!
Yep.
Easy.
Alright, let's go to the next planet. Where is it? I think it's Metropolis on planet Kerwan.
Bees. Purple. Bees are
Bezos.
purple.
Is.
They sure do.
Oh boy. But yeah, I was gonna say, other video game news today. The Xbox Series S is real.
Cool. Who cares?
It looks like one of those speaker things at a drive-through.
I saw it looks like it looks like the controller from DJ Hero.
Sure everything's okay, Clank?
Yeah.
You should take a look at your circuitry. How do you like my special creation?
I forgot to retweet it when I saw that because I was busy for other tweets.
Your dopey friend seems
Skeletons. Fighting.
Maybe they'll change your show to Secret Agent Clunk.
Do.
Did you hear that,
Yep.
Lawrence?
You put the
Yep.
weight in twins.
It's
Yes, I do. Don't
Well, the good news is it probably doesn't. It probably will definitely not overheat anymore. I don't think the Xbox One had overheating problems, and I'm still stuck in the past thinking, remember the Xbox 360? It done overheated a lot.
You will never succeed.
Yeah.
Ratchet will put an
It
end
sure
to your
did.
madness.
Did you know that people actually found out what causes the red ring of death? Like most of the time. It.
Too much in the box. Too much in the tiny box.
No, funnily enough, it's one component. There's a single capacitor in an Xbox 360 that is, like, really prone to failure, and if you just replace that one thing, then, 9 times out of 10 it'll solve any red ring of death problems.
Dear God. Why?
They just cheaped out on that one part, I guess.
I bet the Nintendo Joy-Con drift issue is just as stupid. I bet.
Oh, probably.
I bet that it would maybe cost them a couple dollars extra manufacturing to make the Joy-Cons actually work. That they just don't want to spend. And that's why every controller they've manufactured in the last 4 years has sucked.
Yep.
Including the Switch Lite, which doesn't have detachable controllers. So if you get Joy-Con drift on one of those, you gotta just get the whole thing fixed. And by fixed, I mean replaced.
Yeah.
That's why I keep getting people recommending that if it's taking me so long to save up money for Switch, why not just go Switch Lite? Because it's cheaper and easier to just buy new Joy-Cons when the controllers inevitably break. Then you just either buy an entirely new console again, or send the one I have already to Nintendo to fix. So like, I'd rather spend the extra money hypothetically to get the good system, except not really, because it's like hell I'm never going to be able to actually save enough money to buy either of them.
Oh.
Capitalism keeps the poor people poor and the rich people rich.
Yeah.
It just keeps.
Unfortunately.
Jeff Bezos just keeps getting more and more money in his fucking money hole.
Jeff. He named Jeff.
15 hours ago, CNN. A black man was detained while jogging for fitting a suspect description and then later offered a job within the sheriff's department.
Oh.
This was supposed to be like a feel-good story or something.
Okay.
I mean, I too believe that everybody who's been wrongfully arrested or accused of crimes should be given money. But I don't necessarily know if we should be happy that they get the money. We should be angry that the thing happened to them.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's also fair that it usually takes several years for people to get recompense for this shit happening. But I guess this sheriff's department was like, ah, fuck.
Oh, I got a Scrunch trophy. I don't know what that is, but I got it. Who is Scrunch? Why is there a trophy? I don't know.
I mean, he's also probably qualified for a job. I mean, I just assume. It's like, who hires people these days?
I don't know.
Sorry. Did you say something, sir?
No one hires people.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah. I'm happy for the guy who got the job. I'm angry at the police officer that arrested the guy, but happy that he got a job. I am not happy that the people who arrested him were the ones to hire him, and that they probably offered him the job because they arrested him.
Oh, dear, that was your audition for Galactic Idol, wasn't it?
But
my mistake, sir. Dreadfully sorry.
God, if everyone that was mean to me just gave me money, that would sure be great.
Yep.
If I had a nickel for everyone that was mean to me, I would have more money than there are stars in the universe.
Yep.
That's a lot of money. Can you imagine all the tits I can buy with that money?
Well, that's a lot of tit.
That's a lot of tits. That's a lot of tits, let me tell you.
Yep.
The vortex cannon fires flaming comets that ignite anything they hit.
Yep. You just show up at the surgery center, at the medical center where they do the surgeries, because that's not necessarily a hospital, but it might be. It's complicated. You know how it is. Just show up at the center. You just sign them a check that says Infinity Dollars, and then they verify with the bank that you have that much money and that it's real, and this is really happening, and then they're all like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna give you tits, Infinity tits now, and then you have to hire physicists to help them calculate how many that is. It's like, oh, well, we don't have that many letters for the cup sizes.
I wonder what they do if they run out of letters.
Double them up.
But what if they run out of letters again?
Triple them up.
But like, you can't just keep going with that. That's stupid.
No, it's like Roman numerals. If the numbers get really big, then it gets really cumbersome.
Well, I think they should.
It's gonna be like Z Z Z Z A A A M B B B M M M N N M N M.
I think
but
they
by
should.
By the time we need that many letters, people are gonna be literal giants.
Hey, it could happen.
Yeah, humans apparently have been steadily growing to larger and larger sizes.
Yep.
That's not even a fat thing. Like people have just been getting bigger. Boy, they're making them big these days.
Yeah, like I don't know if I don't know how true this is, but I hear that like Napoleon wasn't actually that short for his time. It's just that all the statues of him were made life-size, so he looks real short by comparison to people today.
Confusing. I just remember cup size is the size of the boobie in relation to the band size. The band size is the one that that would define the size of the person.
Right.
We're not gonna run out of numbers anytime soon.
Hey, people could have won some real big bazongas.
No, but see what I'm saying is that the letters define the percentage of boobie in the ratio of boobie to person.
Yes. So what if you got a really small person with a really big boobie?
Well, I think the clothing manufacturers will figure that out when they get there. For now, though, what we got is if a person's tits are just about as big as the rest of them is, it's I think it's double Z cup.
I think after Z they should go into like Greek letters and then hieroglyphs.
record boob?
I think the person you'd be looking for there is Norma Stitz, with something triple Z.
Oh, yeah, that is actually her name, apparently. Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Her tits are only about half the size of the rest of her body. So I guess let's see. The U.S. bra size would be 52. That's either an L or an I can't tell. Wait, what? The U.S. bra size is 52I or L. I can't tell what that is. Probably I. Largest made, but by American bra estimation, her measurements would put her in a 48B, which is not manufactured. Okay. So maybe Ezekiel would be 100% boob ratio.
I mean, it does depend on the measuring system used because
Scientists, clothing manufacturers, we need to know.
Yeah. But because I know in the UK system, double letters, like, they're not real. Like a double D is just the same as E, and a triple D is just the same as F.
Okay, that explains.
But in the American system, it goes like D, double D, then E.
Okay, so that definitely explains this conversation now.
Yeah.
Clothing manufacturers, scientists, what would bra sizes look like if boobs could be bigger than the people they're attached to? This is a weird
I think you mean what will they, or when they do.
This is a weird conversation we are having.
Beaver House.
Yeah. Well, Super Mega had an entire episode of their podcast called the PB Poo Poo episode. So, fuck
Yeah,
it.
this is nothing weird.
Yeah. It was called the PB Poo Poo episode, and they spend a not insignificant time talking about poopies.
Yep.
It was pretty gross, but they assured themselves that it's what their audience wanted. And they don't do their thing live, so they could have prevented this in post. They could have been like, yeah, let's just not release this.
We do not have that luxury.
No, they planned for this. They planned to make it and do this, and yep. So that thing you just did there with the lasers was a portal. Was a puzzle from Portal 2 there.
Oh yeah, they do that, don't they?
Valve.
But this came out before Portal, so.
Valve seems to have stolen some stuff.
I guess I should be feeling pretty stupid.
I mean, it's pretty simple as puzzle design goes.
There's any chance he's the evil Clank?
Cats.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Well, Valve invented puzzles, so I guess they can do whatever they want.
Yep, I guess so.
I was a cat once.
Ratchet, you've proven to be a far more worthy adversary than that imbecile Quark. Alas, so, our game must end here.
Domino's texted a furry, and the furry screamed at them, "Stop texting me." And Domino said, "Okay, sorry."
Why were they texting said furry?
Because Domino's likes to text people.
Oh.
Special offer: 3 large Domino's pizzas, 2 garlic breads, and 2 1.25 liter drinks. That's an odd size. Oh, it's Europe. Okay, never mind. That might be the pound sign. I don't fucking care. Anyway, so they screamed at them, "Stop fucking texting me!" And then Domino's was like, "Okay, sorry." You can see all this and more on my Twitter, QSKSw.com. I'm retweeting all the things I'm talking about.
Wait, did you say .com? Do you have that?
What? No. What did I say?
That's You said QSKSw.com.
QSKSw.twitter.com. That's not right. Don't do that. I can't buy QSKSw.com even if I wanted to. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of random letters typed together, and that usually gets bought up by China a lot. China likes to buy random letters as URLs and have them linked to porn sites.
Oh.
Let's see what QSKSw.com is this week. Well, right now it links to hugedomains.com, a website that sells URLs. And I can buy QSKSW.com for the low price of $1,000, $495.
What?
$1,495
for what he did to Quark and Skid.
for a URL that literally nobody except me would ever want.
Before we end up dead, or worse.
That doesn't seem right.
I can't imagine there is a single person on this planet who wouldn't want this, who would want this URL except me.
Yeah.
Not a single person.
That is definitely not like a thing that people would normally want to have as a URL.
And that is not an amount of money that I would consider ever being, like, for one, I can barely save up enough money for Nintendo Switch. You think I can buy a URL for that much?
Jeez.
And a URL that literally only I would be interested in buying. So you're not.
Why is it so much?
You're not playing to your audience. Oh, because obviously because the website, because the company, the porn company from China that owned QSKSW.com previously, probably sold it to them, and they decided to price it at according to the price that they got for it.
I mean, I guess.
It's like, well, we spent $2,000 on this fucking collection of random letters. Why did we do that? I hate it.
I mean, yeah. I guess because it's 5 letters long, that's probably it drives off the price.
Yeah, it's short, but I have to write my username out to people when I meet people and I say, hey, you have a Facebook? I have a Facebook. Here's my Facebook. And they're like, wow, that's really short. Yeah, but it's got a Q in it, so no one can remember it. And a W. Real esoteric, that. No one says that.
How did you come up with your username?
So I used to call myself King Sweaterhead, and that didn't work after a certain event happened.
Right.
So I called myself Queen Sweaterhead, and by then I had gotten used to calling myself the acronyms for stuff, and so now instead of KS, I was QS, and that didn't feel right. So then I thought, why don't I just jam them all together, and then the acronym will basically sound like a name, sort of.
So you became QSKSw?
Well, it's an acronym, so it's pronounced letters. But I for a while would go into live streams and enjoy hearing streamers try to pronounce my name. One time someone called me Quetzalcoatl. I quite like that one.
Yeah.
Mayan sun god.
And also Booby Dragon.
Well, the Booby Dragon is the Mayan sun god.
Is
the gimmick of that. The premise of that anime is that there are a bunch of gods that are also dragons that are also anime waifus.
Yeah.
And Quetzalcoatl just happens to have big titty.
Yep.
I wish I could have big titty. I quite enjoy being Quetzalcoatl.
Yep.
Another streamer once pronounced my name as Quadzak.
That's interesting.
They said it with the way they said it just amused me almost as much as the nonsensicalness of the pronunciation.
Sounds like a Wojak.
Yes, hello, and hello, welcome to our new viewer, Wazak! Yep. Wazak! But no, it's letters. Chip, I don't want you to be alarmed, but I think you may be playing a video game.
What? I hadn't noticed.
Do you want me to kill it?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
I'm scared of it.
I don't have any newspaper. Hold on, let me. I have an empty box of Twinkies. I ate all the Twinkies.
Oh. Okay.
Yesterday, all I ate was a box of Twinkies. I was depressed. Anyway, box of Twinkies. Okay, the video game's dead, Chip.
Yay.
Oh, wait, it's still moving.
Oh, no.
It won't stop. You actually hear that? I'm smacking the microphone hard with the box.
Oh. Okay.
Did you hear it?
No.
Oh, well,
Oh, there it goes.
Well, that time it knocked over a bunch of soda cans.
Okay, I heard the soda cans.
Today I am learning things about Foley, and I am learning that cardboard does not show up on microphones.
It might be to do with Discord's noise reduction.
No, this must just be how they do green screen on microphones.
Just make everything cardboard.
Yep. And that's how you can splice multiple audio recordings into the same podcast. Just have a layer of cardboard. Anyway, yeah, I was real depressed yesterday, so the only thing I ate was a box of Twinkies.
Oh.
They were chocolate covered.
Okay.
I bought them because there was a gag in American Dad that I quite found amusing. I think it was in the pilot. It's basically Francine made crocodiles, which are Twinkies, like covered in chocolate. I guess she made her own. I don't know. Or maybe it was just about they were just there, and Roger hadn't had them before. And Roger was all like, something shocking could just happen because it's a sitcom, sort of. It's an animated sitcom, and things are supposed to happen. Something shocking had happened, and so Roger said, "Oh my God!" And then a brief pause. These crocodiles! Francine, these crocodiles! Oh my God! Francine, these crocodiles! Oh my God! I quite enjoyed the delivery of that. The way he delivered his utter not caring about the actual shocking thing that just happened.
Yeah, this reminds me of the school.
It was peak comedy in 2005.
Alright.
You see, people, comedy has evolved since.
It certainly has.
Since yesterday. See, I was about to say yesteryear, then I thought I'd say yesterday, and it would be funny joke.
Oh. I remember back in the days when.
Why are there so many Empire State Buildings in this city?
Because it's big.
There's so many identical-looking buildings. They literally look the same.
I think they're probably all owned by the same corporation.
What is this, Kaiba Corp?
It's no, it's Gatchaman.
Did they own the whole city?
Probably.
Apparently in Dark Side of Dimensions, like, apparently you need to be legally registered as a duelist in order to live in Domino City. That's how Kaiba Corp has gone full fascist dictator. No, you need to play the card. You need to play the children's card games I like, or you can't live here.
I mean, Battle City. That was kind of the beginnings of that.
Yeah, but there was an episode that acknowledged that not everyone was engaging with the card games. Some people just had to go to work.
No, but in that same episode, they did acknowledge that, yeah, Kaiba Corp just bought the city, so they can do what they want with it.
That was when it started. Yep. Oh, and then we get to 5Ds, which is going to take place all over the place. There's like a Wild West town in one arc, but the main location, the primary location, is Neo Domino City. Because it takes place in the future.
So it can't just be Domino City again. It's gotta be a Neo.
Yeah. Well, it's a thing in future anime. There's always a Neo Tokyo.
Yeah.
But Domino City is supposed to be Tokyo. Except Tokyo definitely exists because of that episode of Season 0.
Oh yeah.
Where that evil dragon wanted to sink Tokyo in the sea or something. No,
Something
not
like
Tokyo!
that.
We sort of live there, except not really. Good times. So, what's the goal here? Like shooting at bad guys?
Yeah, just shooting at a bunch of bad guys. They're trying to blow up the city.
All identical looking buildings watch you.
Yeah. It's a good job that, as the good guys, we can't friendly fire the buildings that the bad guys are trying to destroy.
Wouldn't that be funny if you could blow up the buildings?
Yeah.
And still win.
But I can friendly fire the guys, I think. Oh no, I can't. Never mind.
Up, Immortal says they're going to sleep. Not so immortal after all, eh? Sleep, death, same thing.
As we all know, immortal people don't sleep.
Ah.
Wait, stop shooting at me.
Get!
Oh dear, there's a lot of guys. Oh, I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah, shoot.
Get shoot.
Get shoot, fuck monies.
Easy.
This is the last wave, Sarge. Don't give those buzz buckets an inch.
The world is made out of ponies. Everybody in the world is made out of ponies.
We kicked those noise clear out of the city. Thanks, Sarge. Couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, I got a Map-O-Matic. I don't even know what that is.
Me and the guys wanted to get you something to say thanks for saving our butts all over the galaxy. Everybody chipped in. We got you this Map-O-Matic.
Oh, you guys are the best.
Someone was once bees.
Somebody once was bees.
Yes.
Let's see, we got 2 viewers on YouTube. Hello, 2 viewers on YouTube who are still here. Say hi in chat.
Hello!
I want to see your names.
Oh, shit!
So I can stalk you in the night.
We even have a viewer on Twitch that I actually managed to look at with my eyes. Their name is Friendwill.
Yeah.
Friendwill?
Friendwill?
Comma, Will. No, it's just Friendwill, one word.
Okay.
I don't know if you can do that. Not Gil over there. I'm a cat.
Friend. Hello, friend.
Can you see who the viewers are on YouTube in the chat?
I don't think so.
Aha! Participants! It's just us here. The Beaver House.
but it says there's 2 people watching, so...
Maybe they're not logged in. Fred Will's actually here! Good! The Twitch chat doesn't have timestamps, because Twitch... Fuck time, I guess. Actually, wait, the YouTube chat doesn't have timestamps either.
It does on mobile.
Oh god.
On the mobile one it does.
Nothing has time ever. The Fred Will is still actually here. I managed. We had a Twitch viewer, and they're not angry that we're not paying attention to them.
I was just saying on the YouTube app it does have timestamps for all the live chat.
We always forget to look at the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So our boss says we need to stream on Twitch, but we always forget to look at the Twitch chat.
Just hours ago, bio-obliterators devastated Metropolis.
And they're following us!
Have since disappeared.
Hooray! Huzzah! The bees!
Are in a state of hysteria.
Yay!
To news that Dr. Nefarious is planning identical attacks across the galaxy. We're live from Arcadia with the Galactic
what else is new in the world? I'm volunteering at my local charity shop. That's pretty neat and fun and nice. Yeah.
Are you following social distancing guidelines?
Yep, and personal protection as well, and washing hands and all that.
And wearing a condom?
On my face.
Yep. Good.
Yep.
That's where it's supposed to go.
Yep.
Acting like Nefarious has already won.
Maybe he has. If we don't find those bio-obliterators soon, we're all gonna be robots. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Wait a second. Before the Star Cruiser blew up, didn't Court say he was trying to find something?
Yeah. It's a long shot, but I guess it's worth a try.
It's Star Trek Day. I don't know what that means.
We'll go check out the crash site. Maybe we can find one.
Sometimes
Star Trek.
Sometimes it can mean today is the day Star Trek was started, or ended, or nothing. Some days can just arbitrarily be the day of a thing.
Yep.
That is typically how some holidays go.
Oh yeah, now we are the box art. Okay, you know what? I feel stupid, so I'm gonna go back to that challenge planet and do the really long challenge. And if I don't, whether I do it or not, that's where we're gonna end it for today. I'm gonna do the challenge, and that'll be the last thing.
And then you're gonna go to space.
Yep.
Wait a minute, we've always been in space.
Oh no. So yeah, because as previously mentioned, I volunteer, and I got volunteering in the morning, so I don't want to stay up too late.
Oh yeah! I'm also sleepies.
It is almost midnight here.
Oh yeah! Time!
Yeah.
What is time?
I don't know.
Nobody does.
Pay attention, folks. This time we're gonna switch the challenge.
Okay then.
The world's made out of bees. It's almost 1 a.m. for our Twitch viewer, our one Twitch viewer that we have, or one person.
I see. Are you in Central Europe or something?
Or are you caught in a time warp and it is just perpetually always be almost 1 a.m. all night, the same time every day, all the time, and it is always just about 1 a.m. Just be caught in that time loop. How would that work? Never mind. There's an SCP that's just a Klein bottle up in space.
Oh.
Some people accidentally flew into it and got fucked up. And it was amusing because the two of the researchers didn't. None of them knew what was going on. Two of them were starving to death even though they were eating. And Eventually, they figured out, oh yeah, their molecules got reversed because that's how time bottles work, I guess.
Sure, I guess.
It's like a Mobius strip, but in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, I know what a climb bottle is. It's
yeah,
just
it's just weird.
I guess it makes you inside out.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't. It didn't make them inside out. It reversed their molecules. And
I don't think molecules really have a.
It's the SCP Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, it turned their molecules from having 2 circles on the left and no circles on the right to having 2 circles on the right and no circles on the left. They could drink water because water is. They could drink water because water is symmetrical, whatever the fuck that means. But they couldn't absorb nutrients from food.
Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? That does kind of make sense. Because, yeah, when you got like molecular stuff.
Yeah.
It can do that.
Yeah. So what they figured out is if they just walked around the planet that they were stuck on in the climb bottle twice instead of once, so walking around the planet in the climb bottle hole reversed their molecules. Walking around a second time fixed it.
Oh.
Anyway, so the reverse researchers got so hungry that they just got real angry and killed each other and killed one of the other researchers. When they eventually figured it out, fixed it, went back home, the survivors anyway, they told the Foundation, hey, so these guys were clearly unstable. Why did you send them with us? This is space travel. You send us into deep space to look at a weird thing. You probably should have sent us weird space people who knew what weird space thing. It was funny. Yep. Anyway, so that was how I learned what a Klein bottle was. I didn't know what bottles were. Friend Will's just as confused by the statement that water is symmetrical as I was.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, water is H2O. Well, the way the molecule is laid out is like the oxygen's in the middle, and then the hydrogen is on both sides of it. The H, like you got one H on one side, one H on the other.
Yep.
So, water is symmetrical.
Yep.
But other things might not be, because the way the molecules connect can be in different configurations.
Yep, I guess all the food they had with them was not symmetrical.
I mean, yeah.
Theoretical physics can get really stupid.
This is just chemistry.
The Schrodinger's cat paradox was a joke. Schrodinger came with up with that as a physics joke.
Yeah.
He was never expecting, and in fact was kind of upset that people were taking it seriously. Like, no, I did not theorize what would happen if you stuck a cat in a box with poison. I didn't do that, and I don't suggest anyone else do that. Don't do that. This is...
But yeah, food would not be symmetrical because carbohydrates generally have a lot of as their name implies, carbon and hydrogen all connected up in complicated ways.
Yep.
So yeah, they would not be symmetrical. Cool.
Oh, that's what carbohydrates means.
Yeah, it's like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Science! Science! Science!
Yeah.
Space!
Yep.
There's also this is an SCP, and they found a wormhole.
A worm?
It goes straight to the edge of the universe.
They found a worm
No,
in
they
the
found
dirt.
a wormhole. It goes straight to the edge of the universe, and they went there. And it turns out the edge of the universe is filled with foam.
Oh.
Yep. The universe is insulated with like a foam, like the foam in a ceiling draw space.
Okay.
Eventually, as they were tunneling through the foam, they realized that their equipment was getting hotter and hotter. So they realized they were probably getting close to hell.
Oh, okay.
Probably not a good
As
idea.
you do.
Probably not a good idea to go there.
Yeah. Do you remember the game Motherload?
Nope. I don't remember anything.
It was like a flash game that, I mean, I guess me and all my schoolmates played in school while we were goofing off. And it was basically like you were a little drill person. You drill down into the ground, and eventually you drill so far down that you go to hell and you beat up Satan with your drill.
Yeah. I like beating up Satan. What has he ever done to me?
Yeah.
I read this one SCP that freezes time, and it was a deconstruction of how much that would actually suck.
Yeah.
So what it does is, it freezes time for at a consistent rate, just every day for about a second. Time will be frozen for 8 hours, or half an hour, whatever. And the guy they gave a guy a tape recorder and said, "Go nuts. We want to know what it's like." Turns out, eventually, light runs out because of photons. And if you're and it was the SCP Foundation, and they have a lot of locked doors, so probably hope that that time doesn't stop when the doors get locked. That would sure suck. Yeah, so they closed the door and then they opened it back up and the guy was dead. He's dehydrated.
Well,
for him it was 8 hours. 8 hours is apparently enough to die of dehydration. I just realized the plot hole there. It might not have been 8 hours. Maybe it was a day. It's still not. I don't. You know what? I gotta reread that. Hold on. What the fuck? Committee.
But yeah, it's like if you did manage to stop time, then yeah, everything would be silent and pitch black because light wouldn't be able to move, and sound wouldn't move either.
Yep. Light is not just the presence of photons; it's the reaction of photons interacting with stuff in real time.
Yeah.
And without time, there is no light. Sound I understand, because you watch movies where they stop time, it's eerily quiet. That's realistic.
Yeah. They get that part right.
They get that part right, mostly. It's not that you can talk to each other, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess if we're gonna get real about it, like, if time did stop, you wouldn't be able to tell because you would stop as well.
Yeah, well, when time stops for you, it means everything stopped except you and your bodily functions, and the air the air that you take in, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also, every time you, like, moved at all, you would generate an infinitely large force and explode the universe.
Ah, yes. Well, some media does at least demonstrate that like there was an episode of Dexter's Laboratory where he was late for school, so he stopped time. And turns out you can't do your homework if the paper cache was on fire every time you mark on it with a pencil.
Yeah.
So he had to actually take his time doing his homework, even though the time was stopped because of time. Time wasn't really stopped, he was just moving really fast. Which is the same thing. If people want to get down to it.
Yeah, I guess it
Dexter's Laboratory was a good show.
Yeah, I guess in a lot of media where there's like time stoppage, it works more like time is really, really slow.
Yep.
Which would work a lot better.
Oh yeah, I read one that was an SCP that was a speedster. And I realized that they'd never done that yet. They hadn't really done that yet. Only it was like everything else they had. It's got to be a deconstruction. It was good.
Of course.
Okay, so they thought it was just a guy lying emotionless on a bed that they couldn't touch, and every time they got near him, they would suddenly find themselves not near him. And they were like, well, what's up with this? And then one day they opened up a wormhole, unrelated project in the same building, and then suddenly he was gone, and he left a note and said, hey, I was just actually my deal was that I go super fast, not that I'm a guy lying in bed. I tricked you. I just basically took a nap until you got that wormhole working.
Well,
and every time you tried to bug me, I would move you. Super fast. Okay, bye. It was amusing. I much like the funnies.
Yes.
Okay, so what is up with this SCP thing? Let's see. Oh, okay, he suffocated. Okay. So, SCP buildings were airtight, and so if the doors were all locked, then he suffocated in the room. He was in there long enough. He was in the room long enough to absorb all of the oxygen that was actually in the room. So presumably when they opened the doors back up, they would become slightly lightheaded if they tried to enter the room. Which probably just confused them even more why there was suddenly a dead body where once there was a person.
Yep.
Okay. For some reason I remembered that it said he dehydrated. And that didn't make sense. Found dead via suffocation. I remember that as hydration. So, note to self, suffocation and dehydration are not the same things. Do not do this.
Yeah,
Cats are small.
Do not do either of them.
Cats are small. I am very small. Cats are small. Meow.
Yeah.
Sometimes cats don't know they have feet. And that's how they get you.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. This one time, one of my cats forgot he had a tail. I don't remember what happened. The universe probably ended, I don't remember. Who even knows about the bees? Bees are good.
Bees.
Bees. Everyone's bees. No one's bees. But bees. Everyone's bees. Gotta bees.
Yes.
Kill the bees.
No.
Don't kill the bees.
Yeah.
Live with the bees.
Save the bees.
Save the bees. Worship the bees.
Yes.
The birds that the movie Rio was about went extinct.
Oh.
They made the movie about an actual species of endangered birds.
Oh.
Right, so apparently the movie did not Dude, you had one job, movie. You had one job. Encourage people to take better care of animals. Of endangered species. You had one job. DreamWorks or whoever was probably like, after that, after the birds went extinct, they were like, shit, I guess we can't make a third one.
Yep. I think it was Blue Sky was the ones who did that.
Blue Sky, DreamWorks, same thing. Who cares?
Yeah.
everyone's just everyone. According to the Oscars, Disney's the only one that matters. Who the fuck cares? Disney has been consistently the only studio that's ever won the Best Animated Picture because the Oscars doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Only occasionally do they ever vote for anything else. And surprisingly, they voted for Spider-Man one year, so that was good. Everyone was surprised. The movie's good, but the movie that wins the Oscar is not usually the best.
Yeah.
That's good.
Usually what they do is just like...
They vote for the movies based on the prestige of the cast and the company that made it and the brand.
Yeah. And whatever their kids watched.
And whatever their kids watched, I guess. And
which is usually Disney.
Somehow, the Oscars saw that the last movie this studio made was the Emoji Movie, and they still managed to think, you know what, we just can't in good conscience not give this movie an Oscar. It's very artistic.
Yeah. I remember actually, I went to see...
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have watched it, but I know that they must have been able to tell from just the publicly available footage. Like, oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, well that was the thing, because I went and saw Into the Spider-Verse on like its opening week.
I have seen it. It was fantastic. Definitely should have won the Oscar, which it did.
Absolutely. But yeah, I went to see it on its opening week, and the theater was like almost empty. There was barely anyone there.
That is weird.
Yeah, especially since like earlier that year, I think Spider-Man Far From Home. I think that was that year.
You know what? People probably wanted to wait for the reviews to see if the movie was worth engaging with.
Yeah, I guess.
Because people know not to trust trailers anymore.
True.
But
yeah.
Oscars, though.
Well, yeah. But yeah, like I said, just barely anyone there, and then it turned out to be one of the highest praised animated movies of all time. So yeah.
It's already getting several sequels that Sony will inevitably fuck up.
Yeah.
What if they don't, though? It'd be good if they didn't.
Oh, that'd be great.
Is Gatchaman be naked for the first third of her movie? Because that would be funny.
What?
Silk is one of the many female versions of Spider-Man they came up with. She's not literally Peter Parker, but she's a girl with spider powers. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she didn't have a costume when she first debuted for like a couple issues. She would just run around just naked, covering herself with webbing.
Well,
and eventually the press was like, "What the fuck is she doing?" And then she realized, "Oh yeah, what the fuck am I doing?" Oh, also, probably should have mentioned this first because it would have made that made more sense. She was raised in a bunker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, the universe was in danger, so she was brought to an underground bunker in a toxic wasteland. In the future?
Yes.
Comics are weird.
Yes.
So anyway, then the interdimensional space vampires showed up.
As you do.
Yeah, one of Spider-Man's villains is vampires, but different. So Spider-Man has an actual villain that's a vampire, but this other one, he has a vampire. He has two different villains that are vampires. What the fuck? Anyway, so Morlun, he's this guy from another universe, parallel universe, because there are other universes, Marvel universes. He eats exclusively people with spider powers. He can feed
why though?
He can feed off of. He can feed it off of. He's a literal, kind of like a vampire. He calls himself an inheritor. He eats the life essence of people or animals. And I think he can,
But why people with spider powers?
I think he can eat anyone, but his species prefers eating. Okay, so they get the most nourishment from what they call totems, which is any animal that has the powers of another animal as like superpowers. And it just it just so happens that they prefer the taste of humans with spider powers.
That is.
So they're interdimensional vampires that feed off of Spider-Man exclusively.
Somebody really, really wanted to write that story and was struggling to make a justification for it.
Yeah, there have been a lot of really bizarre Spider-Man books over the years. That's what happens. At any given point, Marvel has at least 3 ongoing Spider-Man books.
Yeah.
That's like 100. That's like double. That's like at least 3 times more books than some. Basically, Spider-Man was like oversaturated. They were running out of ideas. They've had to come up with all sorts of things, and one of them is interdimensional vampires that exclusively feed off of Spider-Man for no reason.
Of course.
Simply because they can. They can eat anything, but they choose to eat only Spider-Man. So there was an unrelated event happening in the universe where entire universes were collapsing, and that's not supposed to happen. So the Council of Interdimensional Council was like having a meeting. It was like, yeah, what the fuck's up with this? And then interdimensional Spider-Man cop tried to intervene. Hey, so a bunch of Spider-Mans are getting eaten by vampires. And then the president of Time was like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? No one gives a shit. Entire universes are collapsing. No one gives a shit about Spider-Man. And interdimensional Time Spider-Man cop man was like, okay. And I was just like screaming at the book while I was reading it, like, you don't think this is related, lady? Madam President of Time, do you not think this is related?
Recently, Tom Scott did a poll of like what is the best thing ever.
Pineapple.
And well, pineapples did not place in the top 25. I can tell you that much.
Oh, well,
the only food items that placed in the top 50 were pizza and ice cream.
Okay, well, that's pretty close.
Yeah, and space and time got the exact same number of votes apiece and lost the exact same number of votes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. Pineapple is number 1 though.
And yeah.
Okay, so
I think like.
So here's the real story. I asked my favorite guy, Leon Thomas of Renegade Cut, what his favorite thing was, and he said pineapples. So that's the correct answer.
I see.
Pineapple would then become a recurring code word on their D&D podcast. There was an entire season where the party had a psychic NPC that they could use as basically a phone line. and in order to pick up the phone, they had to think the word pineapple, and then their psychic squid friend would be all like, "Hello, this is your boy Winifred." I'm not joking. That's actually his introduction.
Okay.
One time, because it was a bizarre voice, so the DM was having trouble getting into character, and so one time he had to introduce himself quickly without thinking too hard about it, and he just said, "It's your boy Winnie," and then everyone laughed, and he said, "Well, I guess that's the introduction now." And from then on, pineapple became a running joke.
I see.
That's the podcast I told you about that has the One Piece season they're doing.
Okay.
It's particularly impressive because it takes place in a desert. So they have so the fact that they have so many One Piece homages is more impressive than it is surprising.
Yes. Okay, I did it. I did the big challenge. That took, what, half an hour? Or something? Oh dear. So, yes, I think that will do us for today.
They ended up naming the second boat Thriller Bark.
Nice. That's a good boat.
Which I am told is a One Piece thing. They named the first one Romance Dawn, which I know is a One Piece thing, but the second one they named something else for One Piece.
Yeah, well, Thriller Bark is an actual boat, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm confused why they didn't name any boat after the actual boat that I was familiar with in One Piece.
Maybe it was just too obvious, too cliche.
Yes. Don't name the boat after the boat. Name the boat after the fucking show.
Yes. Thank you for coming to watch, everybody.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, we'll see you next time
see you next time.
Probably the last part of Ratchet and Clank 3.
Unless China finishes those nukes they're building.
Goodbye.